You already know. Okay. End up missing the daylight, but damn there. We got see. We speak on it. Shalom.
Shalom.
Okay, Khan. All right, call La. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Mahasham.
Yahweh Shai,
Waha. Rakwadash.
Ramadan.
All right. Shalom. To the nation of Israel, Israel of God. Double honors to the whole elect elder apostles, slave to be saved, Lord willing. Um, those at the Great Millstone Church. Okay, on down to the rest that's under this doctrine, the men, brothers here, and the order under the doctrine, giving all true faith, giving all diligence. Okay, in general to the men out here on this teaching this doctrine as well, the elder brothers, on down to the younger brothers, in all true faith and sincerity, shalom, and to the rest of the believers, the men, women, and children of the Israelite race, shalom. All right, those that are about to go on to be found to have been of the house of David, all right, ultimately elect. So this is the 60th issue of declaring the end from the beginning. And we just get straight to it because it's the spirit. All right. If we can get Sirach 39 and 1. Do it like that. Sirach 39 and 1.
Come.
We got it.
This Sirach chapter 39 and verse 1. It says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies."
Yeah. Because in this book, it's dealing with prophecy. That's what everything come down to. That's that's what's going on. We commanded to watch, and upon watching, you're gonna see exactly what's going on. So if we can get Matthew 24, Matthew in the 24th chapter, and we could jump straight to that 24 and 40. 42.
Okay. Matthew chapter 4 and verse 42, it says, "Watch, therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come."
Yeah, and let's get that word "watch" in the Greek, because the prophecy that's one of the major prophecies. Yahweh shall return. Everything is leading up to his return because things about to get that bad to where, the man that was used to create everything, the only begotten of the Father, the Son of Yahweh is getting ready to come. He's gonna have to come back, man. With the angels, the Creator gonna literally have to crack the sky because how bad it's about to get, man. If he didn't, the earth wouldn't go on. You know what I'm saying? And the elites will go on to have their way. But you got it.
Okay. So the word "watch" in the Greek, phone not doing the sound, but it goes into to give strict attention to.
Yeah. See? So what? To the prophecies. Because all of these prophecies is signs of him. Because it tells us in Revelation, the 19th chapter, and the 10th verse, we could get it.
Yep.
You got it.
It is Revelation chapter 19 and verse 10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Heavenly Father, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy."
Yeah, the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. See? So these are signs, for our Lord. Prophecies. And it's good news because what he's about to come and do, he's about to save. From what? From the outright devastation that the earth is about to be hit with, man. So if we could jump back to that Matthew, did you have more on the definition?
Yeah, it's a little bit more here. It's a really
Okay.
good one. Again, for watch, it says to take heed lest through remission and indolence some destructive calamity suddenly overtake one.
See? some destructive, because there's many instruments for destruction. There's many instruments of the destruction that was foretold to come upon this earth. That's about to come upon this earth. It's gonna take people out. For instance, Jeremiah talked about it. The Lord told him such basically exactly what the definition just said, due to Jake's lack of care and wantonness and being caught up and just lack of repentance, and we go into the word indolence is avoidance of activity or exertion, laziness. You see, Jake being just completely slothful, inactive, dormant, lethargic, dullness, negligence, slowness. And the opposite is energy. They're into what they want to be in. They just dead. They're not into the work. They're not into the spirit, which the spirit will give you all of these things. They're not looking for life. They're looking for death. The Lord is coming to get rid of that. And this is in the way he's going to get rid of that before Yahushua ultimately comes is through, once again, these many forms of the destruction that was foretold to come upon this earth, coming upon this earth. For instance, I'll get it. This is Jeremiah 15. Jeremiah 15. Okay. It says Jeremiah 15:1, and it reads, it says, "Then said the Lord Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people." See, dealing with Jake. She cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. Why? Because they're indolent. They're not watching. That's what the Lord is coming back to destroy, because that's a sign of problems. That's a sign of destruction. For instance, when you go to Proverbs, the 24th chapter, I don't even got my sword. When you go to Proverbs 24, right? I do got my sword. I'm tripping. You got one.
Yeah, kind. What you looking for?
24, and basically when you walk past the field of the slothful, okay, start at verse 30.
Yeah, kind. This is Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 30. It says, I went by the field of the slothful,
Mm-hmm.
and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and
Mm-hmm.
nettles had covered the face thereof, and the
Mm-hmm.
stone wall thereof was broken down.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Yep. It says, Then I saw and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction.
Mm-hmm. See? Why? Of what? Basically, how to not die, you know, of how to live, or how to have life, which is not, you know, moving to where your shit gonna look like this. You know what I'm saying? Look, everything's just gone and up. Everything is just gone to complete waste. These people are part of the destruction. Look at these niggas, they getting ready to fucking shoot nukes on the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's all that shit is vanity, because at the end of the day, you're not doing nothing. They think this is their way of going to accomplish and bring life, when it couldn't be any further from the truth that that's what you know, as far as that being what you actually are doing, because look what it's resulting in. You couldn't be bringing life. Look what's happening. The Lord is coming to get everybody. So in other words, what? All these people are slothful. Esau is slothful. Esau is completely vain. That's why Esau compared to an idol. You know, when you go to Isaiah, warn to them that go down into Egypt for help. You know what I'm saying? They trust in the shadow of Egypt. You know, the power of these people is just to sit still. That's the power of Esau, really, to do nothing. And that's what's crazy. What's so crazy about it? Look at all the ventures that Esau is setting himself out on, but ultimately, it's to accomplish nothing. You know, he's trying to procure life to him. You know, in so many ways, and he's actually just bringing nothing. You know, he's bringing complete destruction and waste. He's destroying the earth. I am against thee, O destroying mountain, which destroyed the earth. You got something?
La.
You know, and once again, why? Because where the vision, where there's no vision, the people perish.
If I could real quick.
You got it.
Yeah, so like this it ain't off subject because it's to do with the with the brotherhood, but I gotta say it, brothers,
Mm-hmm.
you on the comment board, but you ain't responded to the the group joint. You supposed to be on here. You out of order. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
You know, and that's the spirit though, because the scriptures say how and we're gonna keep it by the spirit, but the scriptures say how you can be doing a lot, but you doing nothing.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like your shit, you can shoot all day, but your shots gotta count. You know?
Exactly.
Ain't nothing like nigga Jay-Z said, ain't nothing wrong with the
aim.
Right. You just gotta change the target. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so that's about the spirit. You got it.
Yeah, no, I'm just like it's like dropping 61 and losing.
Exactly. Vanity. Vain. You know? And that's what the Lord coming to get rid of. Basically, all the slothfulness that's befalling this earth, because it's resulting in destruction. It's resulting in wastingness. These people aren't tending to the scriptures. They're not tending to life. When you go to what's that? Sirach in the 5th chapter. You know, or Second Ezra's in the 5th chapter. I mean, it's heavy. You can't make this up. Yeah, I didn't. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, we start from the top.
Yeah, you take from right from the top.
Yeah, man. It says, nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
Yeah, see, and that's powerful. Go ahead, go ahead.
It says, but iniquity
Look,
shall
look,
be
look,
increased.
look. Hold on. Salakia. He said the land shall be barren of faith. That sounds like that slothful field.
Yeah, kind. Exactly.
See? Because the faith is having a faith, right? Factually, is said when you have fruits to show. You know what I'm saying? When you in the faith, you're gonna have the fruits. Where there's faith, there's fruits. You know, like it says in James, show me your faith by my works. You know what I'm saying? And not, let me grab that real quick. It's in the book of James. This is James 4. Those that can receive it. You know, so if you ain't got the right works, if you ain't got the works of the faith, meaning, you know, you don't got the byproduct of being in on this word, you ain't accomplishing shit, man. You know, and you compare it to being slothful, and that ends in destruction. And the proof of that being that which you are actually doing or not is whether or not you have, you know, is whether or not your shit ending in destruction. So that just shows Esau, he's the number one sloth. Man, what the hell? Hold on. God, I can't skip and pass. Okay, here we go. This is James. And in the 4th chapter, lucky not the 4th chapter, James 2 and I'm gonna start at 14. What do it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and have not works? Can faith save him? You see? Can faith save him? So when you jump down to I'm gonna just read through. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled. Notwithstanding, ye give them not those things which are needful to the body. What do it profit it? So if you find yourself in that situation, right? Even though you talking a certain talk, like, you know, you saying you have the faith. Where's the proof of it? Where's the byproduct of it? You know, if you're not bringing forth the byproduct of applying this word, what are you really doing? You're really just being slothful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing a lot, but you doing nothing. You know? But anyway, it says, even so faith, if it have not works, is dead. See that? And that's exactly what not tending to this results in: death, destruction. The slothful brings death and destruction. Think about it. Like, if you don't look, it says if any man don't work, he ain't gonna eat. Nigga ain't gonna work by reason of the cold. He won't plow because, you know, it's cold out or something like that. Well, that's gonna result in you not being able to eat. And if you don't eat, you're gonna die. You see? It say man shall not live by every word. Once again, keeping it spiritual, man shall not live by every word exactly. The water con. It says, if man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God, right? The Most High Yahweh. For us. Now, that's just proof, once again, if you're not tending to this, you ain't eating. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna die. You know, period. So when you read on, it says, yeah, a man may say that it's like it. Yeah, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Shew me thy faith without thy works. You see? And I will show thee my faith by my works. You know? Oh, that's heavy. It says, thou believest that there is one God, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. You see, but wilt thou know, O vain man? You see, faith without works is dead. See how that just went, you know? So that shows you these devils, they're compared to the faithless, they're compared to the ones that's being slothful. And look what it's resulting in. It's resulting in death and destruction. So the Lord is coming back to get all those people that's doing that. You know, that's because they're the fucking problem. No one is tending to life. No one's tending to sowing. You know, everyone's tending to everything else, but you know, this word, which is the only way to bring forth fruit and life and green and flourishing, because this word is compared to a seed. But are these nations dropping the seed? No, they're dropping their vain words. Is men bringing forth the byproduct of having this word dropped upon them? You know, well, if the answer is no, that it's gonna show. It's gonna, you know, and it's gonna get them killed. And then, and it seems like we all over the place, but we really not in the spirit, right? By any means. Now, point being, that's what's going on right now. And that's why Yahweh Shai is about to come back. Because nothing is flourishing, everything is dying and willowing. That's why we continuously do this. You know, and we don't just do this on here. Like I said, you ain't just a brother when you around. You know, the minute you stop tending to this, shit started willowing. Just like when you stop tending to a plant after a while, you ain't watering it in some days, it started willowing. You know, you ain't tending to the things you need to tend to, shit start dying. That and it's probably that's really a testament of your slothfulness. And that's exactly what the powers that be are doing, including these niggas that's sitting around. And that's why World War III is on this way and everything is dying, people dying in Ukraine and etc. But you can finish that, Kahar.
Yeah, Kai.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1. Well, verse 2, it says, but iniquity, should I read 1 again?
Yeah, Kahar.
Yeah, I'll start from the top. 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and 1, it says, nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell up.
You said coming.
Yeah, I think it's this app. I'm reading out the app. That's why I figured it. I knew it said coming, but yeah.
Yeah.
The book, yeah. Mm-hmm. But Salakia, 2nd Ezra 5 and 1, it says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
See that? The land shall be barren of faith. That's powerful. Whoa! See, you can't make that up, man. The land shall be barren of faith. That, and the Lord has a problem with that, man. He said the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Well, when you go into that word earth, the word right there is aratazah, which means land. You know, what the fake Jews call the eretz. Well, the land is given into your hands, and look what it's turning into. So that's just proof of your slothfulness. And these jakes that's actually responsible. You know, really, you just a substitute right now. These jakes that's actually responsible for the flourishing, the profiting. Because we the only one that got that seed to bring, you know, forth, you know, life, flourishing, which is this word, that seed. Okay. So when you jump back, so this is why we watch, because this is what Yahweh Shah has his eye on. You know, and I don't know if I'm gonna get this. It says yeah, we can jump back. If it come back up, it'll come back up. That's the spirit. Yeah, we definitely got to bring this out. Matthew. So yeah. So let's jump back to that Proverbs 24. Proverbs 24. Then we're gonna get that Matthew. Go ahead and move this thing forward. Proverbs 24, and I'll read it. And 29. It says, "Say not, I will do." No, let me jump to the point. It says, yeah, 30. It says, "I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding." See that? Look, you got a bunch of morons walking around. You know, your vineyard. We all have. We basically have a spiritual vineyard, if you will, right? And it don't matter how many plants you got. Do they are they all good? You know, do you have ones that, you know, no matter what may be there, may be fucked up or off? Do you have ones that show otherwise? You know, what do you have ones that show you are you know, things is proper, basically. You know, do you have ones that's actually growing? You might have some willow, and you might have some that's flourishing or thriving, as they say, right? And that's men, right? That's men. That's compared to men. That's those plants will be spiritually a representation for men that's being tended to, that's being watered, you know. But then see what's spiritual about it, you might tend to a plant for those that have plants, deal with plants. You can tend to them properly, but they might just get infected some way throughout the line. Somehow, they just might just become infected, and it could be a slew, just like in this truth, and it could be for a slew of reasons, somehow. You got something?
Yeah, kind.
You got it.
In St. John 15, in verse 4, it says, "Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. It says, no more can ye, except ye abide in me." Verse 5 says, "I am the vine, ye."
If I could speak on that real quick.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
So yeah, if these people not basically, that's why, this is simply why this earth is not about to bring forth anything, and it's just bringing forth destruction. But see, this is why the not the husbandman, but the owner of the house, as the parable has it, as Yahushua said it, he's gonna come back, right? Because he gonna make sure everything right at the end of the day. But while he's gone, shit fucked up. That's why I said that's why I says when Yahushua come back, shall he find faith on the earth? No. In the time, my other point home, real quick, that was going on to make Proverbs 24. I know you continue this Proverbs 24 and 30. It says, I went by the field of the slothful and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. Now, when you're not tending to your plants properly, the believers properly, if we're not doing this work or whatever, men not being taught, men not being given, what they needed, that's just probably an indication that you might be a man void of understanding, because we can't eat off of that. No one, that's going to bring death. That's a result of death. And that's exactly what you see, where you have a bunch of Israelites that's not being tended to with this word, that's reason for why there's so many mates killing each other. It's so much death, it's so much destruction, it's so much breaking the law, it's so much adultery, it's so much death. There's no prosperity or fucking around. That's why the Yahushua finna come back, man. That's why he about to come back. That's why he compared us to stewards and all of this. Esau, the most slothful nigga on the planet Earth. He the most vain nigga on the planet Earth. You got it.
Yeah, kind. This is St. John chapter 15 and verse 6. No, matter of fact, I'll read verse 5. It says, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye could do nothing.
Yep, and we know that these crackers, they don't have Yahushua, and that's why the world is resulting in nothing. That's why America is ending. You know, it's turning into nothing. You know, I don't think you went on to read the rest of that in Second Ezra. The point was in 2.
Yeah, not yet. I'm still holding it though.
Yep.
Second Ezra chapter 5.
You got it. You can take it straight from there. It's all good.
Yep. Second Ezra chapter 5 and verse 2, it says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago.
Go ahead.
It says, and that thou seest now to have root.
In the what?
In the land.
Yep.
That thou seest now to have root.
Yeah,
shalt thou see wasted suddenly.
And that's America. Why? Because Esau is he's a terrible vine dresser. We see think about it. He set up the pastors that destroyed the Lord's vineyard. When you go to Jeremiah 12th chapter, if you want to get that real quick, you actually get that.
Yeah,
that really go back to him. Just like how Al Capone, he had over 1,000 murders that he didn't do necessarily, but they all went back to him. You got it. Because he had other men do them. Hitman. You got it.
Start straight from the top.
Yeah, 12 and 10.
Yeah, Jeremiah 12 and 10, it says, many pastors have destroyed my vineyard.
See,
they have trodden down.
See, who set those pastors up? The so-called white man, which are simply who? T.D. Jakes, Kirk Franklin, whoever the hell, or Joel Osteen. And look what it resulted in. A bunch of mindless people. He set up a bunch of men that's void of understanding, that was left to a vineyard, basically. And in the spirit, everybody, you people, you could pull up an audience of a Joel Osteen sermon or a T.D. Jakes sermon. Everybody in the crowd sitting there the whole time, they completely in their spirit like this, wallowing. And then that being true goes on to show in their works, because these same people go on and they bring forth death. They're the reason why the earth is ended. They're the reason why, not the earth, they're the reason why the world is ended. They're the reason why America's ended. They're the reason why there's so many. You got to think about it. You got women leaving the church 60 years old, getting shot in their head, man. That was destruction, but she brought forth that destruction. Her existence, but somebody that goes back to a pastor. That's what it goes back to, which ultimately goes back to Esau. A slothful nigga set up by the number one vain nigga. Ones that's not tending to this. And that's how this world is ended. But that's one whole point being, that's why Yahushua is getting ready to come back. Did you finish that verse?
Yeah, kind.
Okay, kind. Okay, we could jump back to what you had, and then if you wanted to make your point, you got it.
Yep. This St. John 15 and verse 6, it says, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered. And men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. Yeah, that's ultimately it. That's the point.
That's powerful. That's way beyond, that's ahead of time right there. See, people don't understand the reason. This is really the reason why World War III is about to happen. Because slothfulness, vanity. Niggas is sowing, not tending nothing. And it's when you don't tend to the vineyard, right? For instance, that's Dwadi Habashmi al-Shah. this is what result. This is what happens. This is Sirach 10 and 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people, it says, as the judge of the people is, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. See, a unwise. So basically, these people, their state of being is subject unto the one, like just like a plant, is subject unto their caregiver. You know, their vine dresser, if you will. You see what I'm saying? And when you go on to read, it says, a unwise king destroyed his people. And that's exactly why you see so much destruction. You know, because period, man. I mean, just look at this shit, man. All this protesting, people destroying their own so-called cities, and then when they be protesting, they be saying that. When they be protesting, they be saying it. They be like, we can't, you know, because nigga, you know how the cities end up getting destroyed. Niggas be sitting there like, what are you guys doing? You can't destroy your own city. We live here. We got to live here. We got to do this. We got to do that. But they're just a byproduct of people that haven't been taught, haven't been tended to, due to who? Their vine dresser, a slothful vine dresser. Once again, Proverbs 24 and 30. I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding, Esau, and lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. You see? And it says, then I saw and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction. You see, and received instruction. Yet and this is what he peeped, this is what he learned. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. You know, like when a nigga trying to rob you, he really want it. You know, that's how bad you gonna be in want. Like you, like somebody, like you trying, like a nigga trying to rob somebody. You know, he's in need. He got to go steal a turkey from his family or some shit like that, man. You know, and that's simply simply destruction. That's what he peeped when he walked across the field of the slothful men. When you look at America, that's why all these countries look at America, these Americans, how they do. And they look at the so-called white man here. They look at these people and they learn what type of ruler this man is based off the people. They see all this destruction and they be like, man, this is damn nigga, man. You know, look at them. That's why I was going into it yesterday. America is the mother of all harlots. Look what it just brings. What's his destruction? That ain't nothing but death. That shit can get you destroyed, being a harlot. And that's all you see. Hoes getting laid down every day. Bitch getting shot in their crib. Bitch getting 100 rounds shot at them. Librarians getting killed. Instagram models getting murdered in their home. All this, ultimately, niggas protesting and destroying precincts. I mean, look at this shit, man. But this is what happened when what? You're slothful. You don't tend to this word, man. Let's get the scripture real quick. Where no vision is.
Yeah, God.
So I'll read it so we get it. This is Wisdom of Solomon, Sirach 10 and 3. An unwise king destroyed his people. You see, destroyed his people. But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. You got that. And that's exact. So that's what's going on, man. You got it.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 18, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
Yep. And we know that these niggas don't keep the law. And that's why it's going to result in the ultimate destruction of America. You know? Period. They about a place that needs to be taken down is about to be taken down. You know, but that's the byproduct of those that was tending to the place. Ain't nobody trying to keep America flourishing because you would be giving it this. You see what I'm saying? They're not doing that. You know? And it's resulting in what? America on the brink of getting hit with nuclear missiles. You know? And much more. Okay? So we can go ahead and jump back to that Matthew 24 and 42. Well, that all made sense. Okay.
So like you kind. Yeah, this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 42. It says, "Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come."
See, and that's what all this gives signal to, man. Because the man, the owner of the vineyard, is getting ready to come back. Ultimately, that's all this stuff is helping set up. When you go to Sirach in the 15th chapter, Salaki, not Sirach in the 15th chapter. Second Ezra's in the 15th chapter, and you jump down to verse 20. It says, "Behold, saith God, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me." See, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. See that? They're about to stop being the people. Edom is about to stop being the people. That's what's about to happen. It says, "Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord." He gonna hit real close to home. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's about to do. So basically, all this shit is just all these kings and niggas gathering and they're about to bomb and niggas becoming allies and confederates or whatever, right? It's just simply for Yahweh Shah to come back. You know? Because if we can get 2 Corinthians real quick, Bible Shah, 2 Corinthians 5 and jump to verse 9.
I got it.
You got it.
2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 9, it says, "Wherefore we labor, that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him."
You see that? That's all he coming back for. You're like, who bringing life down here? He got to come back. If we can get the earth about it forever. You know? Because we're going to get into the whole geopolitical, piece of it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, really. You know? But people got to understand what's the fate of America, who America is, what's really going on. America really the whore, man. America is really the place why the Messiah is getting ready to come back, because it's bringing death to the earth. America is where that mountain is at, that destroying mountain. Primarily. You got it.
Con. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, "One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever."
Now, how's that going to be with people like this tending to it? It won't. If we can get Proverbs really quick, Baba Kashad, you got something? Proverbs 30.
Proverbs
30 and jump to 21.
Okay.
Proverbs
chapter 30 and verse 21, it says, "For 3 things the earth is disquieted, and for 4 which it cannot bear."
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, "For a servant when he reigneth."
Well, who reigneth?
For a servant when he reigneth.
And you know what's heavy about it? The Lord tell you men really only reign. But this place tell you who run the world. They let a fucking song come out by Eve talking about some who run the world, girls. Who run the world? Beyonce ass. That's a goddamn lie according to the Bible, man.
Man.
And that's exactly why. That's why all the foundations of the earth are out of course. The pillars of the earth is not even in place anymore. So If you a pillar, pillars are there to support things. You see what I'm saying? They're the backbone, damn near. If they're not in place anymore, shit fall over. So the earth starting to fall over, and men can't build no more because the women, they want to be men. Women want to be literal physical men. You know what I'm saying? It's shit crazy, man. You got it.
Yeah, kind. And it says, "And a fool, when he is filled with meat."
Now jump, Baba Kashar, if you could jump up to verse 19. We're gonna show who this talking about. Yep. Start at 18.
Yeah, kind. Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 18. It says, "There be three things which are too wonderful for me. Yeah, four which I know not."
Yeah, and that's what the wonders of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, how he does things, what he has going on. You know, the mysteries of the kingdom. Go ahead. Well, I ain't gonna say that
19.
because the mysteries are given unto us, but the things that aren't revealed, I'll say. You know, how he makes just wonders. The wonders he said he was gonna do. You know, he said, "I'm gonna do wonders in the end times." Basically, he's like, it's gonna be above your head. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gonna get it. He's gonna be like, that's the point of a wonder. You know, you trying to figure it out. Like,
Yeah.
fuck? You got it.
Yeah, verse 19, it says, "The way of an eagle in the air."
Woo!
The way.
See?
Yeah.
How this nigga get to this point? People trying to figure out what's going on with these missiles, this damn so-called white man. Because, it's spiritual. That's talking about Esau. If you go to Obadiah, I tell you that, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
Yeah, kind. And it says, "The way a serpent upon a rock."
The way of what?
The way of a serpent upon a rock.
The way of a serpent. See that? That old serpent called the devil who deceived the whole earth. You see? So you trying to figure out how this damn serpent got on this rock, But the reason you don't know is because when you go to Revelation, the 12th chapter, it tells you that the serpent, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, was deceiving the whole world. And then when you go to Revelation, the 20th chapter, it says Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, which is the serpent. It's the same person. To go out and deceive, the four corners of the earth. And then it go into what? Magog. You see what I'm saying? Which is heavy. But the reason why you don't know is because he's deceiving every goddamn body, man. So this a wonder. Like Esau, oh man. If we can get Revelation in the 17th chapter, you can't make this up. This is Revelation 17. Revelation 17 and jump down to not Revelation 17, Revelation 13. 13 and jump down to start at 13.
Con. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 13. It says, "And he doeth great wonders."
Woo! See?
Con.
That's some wondrous shit, man. How the hell, Esau got all these jakes out of their birthright? How he get us out the garden? How, man? How he get upon a rock, man? A serpent upon a rock. We know that rock going to a few different things. They're going to the most high, obviously, how he get established, how he gets set up, basically. How did the serpent get upon a rock? That's why he said, "Whosoever liketh my saying, here is mine." And this don't mean that the most, really, in a sense, it kind of do, but not really. Not to sound like I'm contradicting myself, but Yahweh Shah said, right, "Whoever hears my sayings and doeth them, I will liken him as unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock." So the brothers just read, the Quran just read how, there's certain things too wonderful for me, 3, etc. Right? The way of an eagle in the air, and the way how a serpent is upon a rock, basically how he got established. Like what Howard Shaw was explaining. A rock is there for foundation, for support. You being in place. How does nigga get in place? Well, people really don't understand the Lord literally gave the earth into the hands of the wicked just to bring the whole thing back to him. Just to bring people to him. You know? To the grand because he would set out on a course that would cause the Messiah to come back. Because this nigga would go on to end the earth and end the world through all his terror and his reign. To where he would go on to start to believe he's God. He started to believe he was God. And have people believe in that. To the point he got some shit called he got to the point where he was on some shit called being tech savvy. You know? And niggas trying to figure out like how the fuck, you know? That's why niggas don't got no choice in their head but to bow to this nigga. They like, man, I know he the devil, but man, I gotta take the shot, man. This is a damn wonder, man. God gotta be with him. You know? That's what it's saying. And then he goes on to confirm that him being in power is a wonder by the shit he will go on doing to cause people, which will cause people to wonder, right? To begin with, and the shit he will go on to do, the serpent, right? So-called serpent, the so-called white man, and by the shit he will go on to do, the things he will go on to bring out, inventions, devices that will cause people to wonder even more. You know? He gotta be God. He got nukes. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. Take it from the top.
Con.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 13, it says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on
That's Satan. That's Satan. Nobody knows what's going on. That's Satan. That's Satan, man.
Yeah, Salakia too.
Y'all can hear me?
1 second. I'm about to read just to throw the point out again. I'm not sure if brothers heard it earlier. You know, if you on the comment board and you're supposed to be in, you know, you gotta respond, you know, to what came prior. You know, that's just the update on it, but you got it, brother.
God.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, Kyle, you got it.
Salakia.
So yeah, man. You see? So that's one of those wonders, man. You know? So that's what that's going into in Proverbs, the 30th chapter. Okay? He gonna do wonders in front of people that he make to where he make fire come out of heaven. That's nukes. Niggas trying to figure out well, how he get in place, how he God gotta be with him. He got this shit coming out the sky. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we can go ahead and just continue on what you had, Mar.
Yeah, kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Salakia. So this is Proverbs chapter 31. And where did I leave off at? Salakia, verse 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Proverbs 30 in verse 19, it says, the way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea. And the
way of a ship in the midst of the sea. You got it.
In the way of a man with a maid.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
It says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. Yeah,
and that's the spirit of these the daughters of the harlot America, man. With daughters of
Yeah, Salakia, those who are listening, who tuned in, just bear with us. This word come out, Satan, he get the work, man. So just bear with us.
Yeah. So he ain't gonna stop shit. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, kind.
that's the daughters of Zion who pretty much cleaved unto the way to the whore, America. You know what I'm saying? And that's and that and you see, look, and that results in which is something that can't be, right? And is yet, but yet we still find being something that's being done. Why? Because America pushes it. So America is responsible for all of this. They're responsible for the daughters of Zion being like harlots, man. So to the point they go off and they wipe their mouth and like, I ain't do nothing wrong, because that's the spirit of America. Well, just like an Israelite, a daughter of Israel that will go on and take on a nature like that and will be put to death for it. That's going to be the result of the cause of her being like that, which is that's going to be the result for the cause of her being like that, which is America. And people don't even see it. When you look at that Statue of Liberty, they say it's a tranny.
Yeah, kind.
But it's the spirit of a woman. Basically it's Esau. It's Esau. A so-called man, but he got the spirit of a woman. But yeah, that's basically it. Did you finish that?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, Khan. So all this stuff happening once again is just proof of the vineyards not being tended to, obviously, and where there's a vineyard, there should be someone that's responsible for it, or someone that actually has set up the vineyard, or to have the vineyard left over to them, and they do not tend to it. And that's going to result in people not being able to eat, hence the famine prophecy. You see what I'm saying? Just like how you're going to have the famine of hearing the word, because those that will be tending to the vineyard now, which is those simply spiritually that are bringing this word out, sowing this word to those, right, to the minds that's to the soil that's of the soil of the vineyard that the Lord cares about, which is simply the Israelites that are to be exposed to this truth, even if they don't take heed. Well, that will go on and stop being, because the Lord will take us away, and that's going to be all she wrote. And then you're going to have what? A famine of hearing the word. They're going to stop outright telling you basically about the spirit. All this shit is set up. America, these elites, they set up everything. The famine is being orchestrated. They got orchestrated famines. They causing those ships to sit out there. It was a ship that had like 4,000 luxury vehicles on it, and they got destroyed. I didn't even get a chance to look into it, but that's what was going on. Now, once again, this is why Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come back, man. This is why World War III is brewing. Because it's basically just people not tending to the things they need to tend to. But yet, their heart is lifted up in them. They can't not do it. Esau's on the point of no return. Let them go through with this shit. And it's gonna usher in Yahweh Bas Yahweh Shai, man. It's all he's gonna cause all these kings to come together to reverence him. So let's go ahead and finish that. And what was the previous verse we got? Let's read that in Proverbs 30 and 21 one more time. And then we get Sirach 10 and jump back to that 2 Corinthians 5. You got it.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 21, it says, "For 3 things the earth is disquieted, and for 4 which it cannot bear."
Yeah, see? Go ahead.
for a servant when he reigneth.
Yeah, meaning
And
he not a servant. Don't you know? They don't really know what the king, what a king know. You know, that's why I said many kings have sat upon on the ground. I have seen princes walking in servants, and servants upon horses. He don't know what the fuck going on. You know, only thing he knows is what the king tell him. Why you think when they came to the Americas, they had to learn from Gad? You know, they had to learn from Reuben. They had to learn from the Northern Kingdom because they were servants. We knew how to run everything. We gave the order. So even in our subjection, which is when we've been put in servitude, we were still proven to be the kings because we was the ones giving out the instruction. You know, and that's how Esau got his power. That's why I said what a word of a king is. There is power. So they just need to come talk to us. That's why they come ask questions and want to hear this, hear that. But anyway, you got it. So but yet this is the nigga running the earth, and we ain't talking to him no more because our people as a whole don't even know who the fuck they are no more. And look what it resulted in for him. He played himself. He tried to beat this nigga. That's like trying to go up to the sky and destroy the sun. That's like trying to go up to the sky and destroy the stars. That's what this nigga did. Your way of eating and how you even establish them, you're gonna destroy the very way that you was able to accomplish these things. If they take us away, they can't do anything no more. That's like if they told Jake, stupid, look, the dumbest thing, that's why shit was way slower before they started using us more, but on the left-hand side. When they told Jake they couldn't play baseball, they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that. Imagine if they did that now. The NBA would end.
completely.
The MLB would end. It ain't nothing but Jake. And look how much money they done made. This is how you able to be a $1 billion nigga. Steve Ballmer he was able to drop $1 billion on the Clippers. Because the team had to get sold because Donald Sterling, right? For those that remember that, he was caught recorded on the phone talking to his wife about he was mad because she was talking to Magic Johnson. And he was like, you talking to that nigger? Quit talking to that nigger. You know? And that shit had came out basically, and he ended up having to sell the team. But this other Edomite, Steve Ballmer, will come in, right? Which is stupid, because look, you hate niggas, but that's how you own the fucking team. Damn dummy. Then this nigga will come in and buy the team for $1 billion. So that's my whole point. Like, if you get rid of, but he ain't able to do that, you know, without it being a whole team of Jakes. There ain't no Clippers, ain't no Lakers, ain't no goddamn NBA, man. So imagine if they told us we couldn't play now. Should it be way slow? Should it be just as slow as it was then? That basically show you how slow shit was then and how much this nigga has grown. That's what it shows you, man. They used to tell us we couldn't play. So this should show you, because if you wouldn't get it if I say it like that. You get it if you just imagine this nigga telling all the Jakes in the NBA, NFL, MLB they can't play. Don't play no more. Everything would end, and that will get you to see how low level this nigga was back then. So he realized. So he realized then. Okay, let me get these niggas assimilated. You know, let me keep using them. I have to use them. I can't even fucking rule. I have to use them. I'm not gonna have them tell me how to do anything anymore. But I'm gonna use them. Which was both instances are stupid. And he would go on to do that, and look how everything took off. You got niggas across the earth that love Steph Curry, love LeBron. Everybody rich off of us, dude. You know, but I ain't trying to keep going, but that's basically the point, man.
If I can.
Go ahead.
All right, you know, I was gonna say just kind of like put it what is it? The scripture, Ecclesiastes 1:9, the things that have been, the things that shall be. You know, that said there wouldn't be no cotton king. You know what I'm saying? Without somebody picking cotton. Who was the ones that was picking cotton? It was us. You know, same with like the White House. Who built the White House? You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, everything was built off of our backs, not theirs. You know what I'm saying? So if we were taken out of the equation, they would have nothing really. You know what I'm saying? If I could further add, I remember seeing a video where it's an Edomite. He was basically telling himself, he was like basically going in. So why Esau chose to go get us, you know what I'm saying, from Africa and have us, you know what I'm saying, basically slaving for him, you know, and it's because he had said that he knew that they weren't strong enough. You know what I'm saying? He knew they couldn't be outside and stay out and be outside all day. You know what I'm saying? And being able to basically till the ground. You know what I'm saying? If you will.
Yeah. That. So it just once again it just shows you. If you can read that verse one more time, Mar.
Yeah, con. Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 22. It says, matter of fact, almost 21. For 3 things the earth is disquieted, and for 4 which it cannot bear.
Right.
Verse 22, for a servant.
The earth can't continue if these things is going on, which we just read how the earth is said to abide forever. You know, go ahead.
For
but
a servant.
Not a going on. Go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, kind. For a servant when he reigneth.
Yeah, when he reigneth. Why? Because he don't know what's going on. And that was Esau. That's why he used us. You know? But he's so proud, he stopped using us and he stopped using it. A servant can only take instruction. It can't give instruction. And we see that. Esau can't give nobody instruction because what's the instruction? Give me Proverbs 19 and 30, Bible shot. Matter of fact, get Sirach 19 and start at 19. Then we'll get down.
Sirach chapter 19, verse 19, it says, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
See? So without this, you die. Without this, everything dies. Go ahead.
It says, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
Right. You will never die. If you stay on this, you're gonna ultimately go on and basically be immortal. Think if you stay on what is said to work forever, you basically in all regards become immortal. You know, you can't die in any regards if you just stay on what wins in all scenarios. You know, the wisdom, you know, but go ahead.
It says, verse 20, it says, the fear of the Lord is all wisdom.
Go ahead.
And in all wisdom is the performance of the law.
Go ahead.
And the knowledge of his omnipotency.
Okay. I think it's one more scripture. Go ahead.
If a servant says to his master,
see,
I will, if a servant say to his master, I will not do as it pleaseth thee, though afterward he do it, he angers him that nourisheth him.
See that? So Esau has a master. What is his master? Thus showing you a master, a servant got to be taught. A servant has to be instructed. You know, this not even the scripture. That's one of the scriptures, but that ain't the one I'm looking for. This is Sirach 1, and 27. If you want to get it, you can get it, brother.
Okay. Sirach chapter 1 and verse, you said 27? Okay. Sirach chapter 1 verse 27 says, for the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction.
There it is. See that? That's the instruction. So we can get Proverbs 19 and 30.
They say that chapter go up to 29.
27. 19 and 27.
Okay, Con.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 27. It says, "Cease, my son,
There it is. Come on.
to hear the instruction that causeth to err from the words of knowledge."
As we just heard, the true instruction, right?
Yep.
Because obviously a servant is to be instructed, you know? Well, that's Esau. He has to be instructed by those that have the instructions. And the instructions are the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. He cast them behind him. He don't want to hear those. He beat that out of us. That's why he came over here and asked us, how does this land work? How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you read the stars? Our people was masters at all these things. We was the astrologers and all that shit. It wasn't that, nigga. We taught him about the stones and everything. He didn't know shit. We showed him where gold was and all that. He ain't know shit. But this nigga would be stupid enough to what? Beat the sense of who we are and what we supposed to know out of us. So now look at the fucking earth. And that's how that's how the fuck he got everything he got. It's proven. A servant is to be instructed. So we know he don't deal with this. And he's giving some other instructions. So you can read that one more time.
Con. Proverbs 19 and verse 27. It says, "Cease, my son, to hear the instruction that causeth to err from the words of knowledge."
Yeah, cease, my son, to hear the instruction that causeth thee to err from the words of knowledge. So the instruction is the words of knowledge, which is this book, man. You know, but this nigga would be dumb enough to destroy the only outlet, the source to be able. Just like we can't get to Yahweh without Yahweh Shah, they can't get to knowledge without us. The nations are nothing. They can't get to abiding forever and flourishing without us. But this nigga would be stupid enough, and from the very point he did that, his world was ended. He beat the shit out of us. He said, quit speaking in Hebrew. He said, don't do that. He said, do this. He said, I better not catch you reading the Bible. Nigga, retarded, man. When he picked the Bible up, it's upside down. He don't know what the fuck going on for real, man. He know what's going on, but he don't understand. You know? It's just like Pharaoh. He knew what was going on. He was getting told, but he didn't understand. That was the difference. You know? That nigga know the Most High exists. He just don't understand him. You know? Think about it. Yahweh said, thou thoughtest I was to all together such a one as thyself. That nigga was dumb enough to think just because the Lord would sit back and watch him fuck up and be stupid, that the Lord, that he understood that to be like the Lord was like him or some shit. Thus showing that nigga ain't got no understanding. He can know all day, but that don't mean you understand. That's why it's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It's not just knowledge and wisdom. You know? He ain't got no fucking understanding. Matter of fact, let me grab this. This is matter of fact, there's two scriptures we can get. Somebody can grab this one. No, get Deuteronomy 32 and 21. And
Con.
let me grab this. You go ahead and bring that up. Sorry, get it. Oh, sure.
Con. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 21. It says, "They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. Says they have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people."
And that's who? So-called white people. The so-called white man. Go ahead.
"I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation."
See? Go ahead.
It says,
Mhm.
"For a fire is kindled in mine anger."
Yeah, that's it. That was it on the verse.
Yep.
Okay, let's get that word right there for foolish. Oh, sorry.
I got it out in the Hebrew.
Okay, brother, you got it.
Con. Yeah, this is in the brawl. It says foolish, senseless, or fool. It says stupid, wicked.
Yeah, go ahead. That's it.
It says vile person.
Now, who is it talking about? Uh, vile men, viler than all the earth, the profane person. That's what you get. That's talking about Esau, man. That was that nation. It say stupid. It say these motherfuckers stupid. If we can get the definition for stupid, we just want to see if we can get no understanding. You know? They're fucking stupid. Look what they. How can you bring life by creating nukes and thinking that's gonna bring life? These niggas is retarded, man. Esau crazy. Yeah.
If I can, I got a quick scripture.
Okay, go ahead.
Psalms 50, verse 16, it says, "For unto the wicked the Most High saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Right.
Seeing thou hatest instruction,
Mm-hmm.
and castest my words behind thee."
Yeah. Kind of past the point, but you know, that's still a part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely it, man. You know. We got
I got
the definition. Okay, you got it.
Con.
Oh,
The
shit.
definition for the word stupid. It says having or showing a great lack of intelligence or common sense.
That's it, man. That's all you got?
Con. I got some synonyms. It says
Okay.
dense, brainless, mindless. It says dull, witless, slow.
Man. Me and the
Dim.
brother, me and the Kahan, we were sitting here talking about that last night. How Esau and Jake, you could literally tell they twins. Even though they fraternal, they ain't nothing alike. You could tell they come from the same source. Like these niggas go hand in hand. Like Esau gonna be stupid as fuck to the end, and so is Jake. Like that's Jake's twin. Because he said, because think about it, Lord said his people's sottish, but Jake got a twin brother.
Yeah,
To another stupid motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He a little bit more
so the
stupid.
fact is, like,
You got it.
no, I'm just saying, like, last night, basically both do it on the highest level.
Salaki, I didn't even see you, brother. You got it.
It's Jacob and Esau, then everybody else.
Yeah, that shit crazy. That shit nuts.
It's like Dumb and Dumber.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and get these scriptures because we got a lot of stuff to hit. Shalom, brother. We got a lot of stuff to hit. You know, we're gonna keep the points. I got for doing it. You know, I'm gonna just start cutting everything I say in between down. You know, so can't try to just give so much expound. Get what you can get. All right. So let's go ahead and run through these scriptures. Who was last reading?
I was reading that
Yeah,
Deuteronomy
it's probably me.
32.
Okay, not that. Before that, we'll need that.
Proverbs 30.
Okay, that's it. We can kick it back off right there. And let's hold that Sirach 10 and 4. Go ahead.
So like I got that 2 Corinthians as
Yeah,
well.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse.
Of course, saying though, hey, the brother done froze. All right, so
things
Okay.
The earth.
Everybody else moving. Yeah, I don't know. I'll pick
Brother
up.
might have to
Nah.
come in and back.
Yeah, I'll pick up where he at.
He's just cutting off.
This is Proverbs 30 and because the point proven on this Proverbs 30 and 21. For 3 things the earth is disquieted, and for 4 it cannot bear, which the Lord wants the earth to go forever. It can't go unless these things are going on. It say for a servant when he reigneth, and a fool when he is filled with meat. And that's basically it, man. Okay. Now, that's the whole point of what we're getting ready to go into with this Matthew the 24th chapter. Ultimately, we know we're going into really the whole geopolitical aspects of all the shit that's going on, and but we gotta this is by the Spirit is going like this. When you just nutshell and dumb it down, this is really why the Lord coming back, because bunch of slothful ass niggas going on, and it's no one's being taught the right way, and it's resulting in destruction. Okay, which is why I hold that point. Go ahead on that Sirach, brother Baba Kashar, whoever got it. Sirach 10 and 4. And then if brothers got scriptures, of course, you already know.
I got it.
Okay, you got it.
Sirach 10 and verse 4 says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
Yep.
Yahweh Bashim Awashai.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's why he about to come back, because the whole earth is supposed to be really everything looked at is because when you go into the word earth, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The word, once again, said earlier, is aratazah, which means land. That's why when he said, when he comes back, shall he find faith. The faith is supposed to be on this earth because that is proof that things is flourishing. With where there's faith, what's another F word that's important for brothers? I'll let brothers answer. What's another important word that starts with an F in this faith?
Fruit.
What'd you say?
Fruit.
There you go. So that's why when you go to Sirach, the 5th chapter, or second answer to the 5th chapter, Salakia, he said you're going to see the land barren of faith, meaning it's going to be fruitless. Basically, and where there's no fruit of the Spirit. That means that's somebody that don't know what's going on. They don't know how to live. Look what's happening to the earth. So this is why the earth is fucking in the uproar that it's in, and people are dying, and it's death everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's on its way to being rocked to and fro with nukes, because they're not simply tending to this. That's why Howard Shah once again said the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. This word got to get sown in the earth, not just among Jake. It got to get sown in the earth. And we know if somebody can get Sirach 33 and 10, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump back to that 2 Corinthians.
I got.
Okay.
Sirach 33 verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of the earth.
There it is. And the heathens love that scripture. We all come with Adam. When we get to that part of Adam come, we all. And then there's the wait, there's more. You know what I'm saying? They be into it. But yeah, ultimately, yeah, everybody coming to earth. So the earth is where you lay seed. Not just in the earth, because the earth, but also in these people, because these people are said to be of the earth. So these people need this seed, this word laid unto them. That's why they're going to learn the word in the kingdom of heaven, because this is what you get when they don't know the word. So this is why Yahweh Shah about to come back. He finna come back. That's why what we do so important. If he's pissed when he comes back to fruitless trees. He said when he come back, shall he find faith on the earth? Damn near no, because America is covering everybody from what's going on. Esau got it to where everybody is seeing him to be this goddamn. I'll just bring out an article I got real quick, okay? Really quick, and we're gonna do it how we used to do it. So, brother at the World War, he can he can usher this in. We'll let him usher this in. Okay, let me find which one it is. Just to get these out the way. I'm definitely trying to keep this under 2 hours. But let's see. Where the fuck is that? Damn, did I even send that one? Let's get that until I find this one. Oh. Okay, here it is. Okay. So really quick, let's get that 2 Corinthians 5 on deck. You know, and real quick, if somebody can get 2 Ezra 15, even though we read it, let's just bring it back out, 15 and 20. That's what all this coming down to. We'll kick it off with that.
You want me to hold the 2 Corinthians?
Yeah, we're gonna bring that. We're gonna bring that out.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever wanted 2 Corinthians 15 and 20. So like I said, 2 Corinthians, 2 Ezra 15 and 20.
Good. 2 Ezra 15 and 20.
Yep.
Behold, saith God. Behold, saith God, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me.
Yeah, whole time, really, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because we beyond the God point. We really see it's this power Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You know, it's these two powers Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua that got all this going on. They want their respect, and they about to show everybody they the ones that's really doing this. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Yahweh Wa Yahushua. Okay, you got it.
Kind of says to reverence me. Yahweh Shah says, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libinus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. That's
all this shit is doing, because we see them being turned one against another. Who's one against another? America and Russia. Russia and Europe. Russia and Ukraine. Why? How can you say they're being turned against one another? Because they all Edomites. It don't matter if they didn't get along in the beginning. They all Edomites. So that's what all this is doing. And the Lord's all these are stepping blocks to cause Yahweh Shai to come. They're gonna be so caught up in what they got going on, what they say, they vain words, which results in basically them doing a lot of nothing. Nobody's being tended to. Nobody's being built up. If it was left up to Esau, it wouldn't be no fruit. That's why you think you got GMO fruit. Just think of that. You can read the next verse, brother.
John. If I can, got a scripture to tie to the point. Mark 3 and 26. If Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. And that's that, it's both of them, both of them eat, and they both the devil.
Yep. That's what all this pointing down to. All this shit is leading Yahweh Shai to come back. We can talk about World War III. We can talk about the mark of the beast. But the spirit of our Lord, but the testimony of our Lord is the spirit of prophecy. So prophecy it brings him about. Where there is prophecy, there is him. Period. He's on his way back. All this prophecy, from the rumors to everything, he said all these things. So these are all stepping blocks. Russia, it don't matter how bad Ukraine getting fucked up. It's a setup. Like they be saying, like the elder brothers be saying, elder apostle brothers, You know, brothers in general, right? Brothers would be saying what? Really, the elder apostle will call him say this, but I hear a lot of brothers say, the Lord got these people in the trick bag, man. That's all this is. Because it's all finna, everybody, look, Jake's so caught up in Esau and how Russia, oh my God, and, you know, to the point they think he basically God. It's really showing he God, because they're like, man, look at the power this man got. We read it already in Proverbs, the 30th chapter. The three things that are too wonderful for me, the way of the eagle in the air, the serpent upon the rock. You know, how's these things been? And then that nigga, which is all pointing to Esau, and then this nigga would do what? He would go on and create more wonders for people to be in awe of, but not knowing the way these things are being is the one we know is Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah. And they don't know that though. But they gonna learn. They finna Esau about to be brought to the king of terrors. He don't even fucking know that, man. That's all this shit is doing. But anyway, we can go ahead and get that 2 Corinthians, and then we'll get this article.
Start back at 9.
Yep.
2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 9, it says, wherefore we labor, that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him.
Go ahead.
For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach.
There it is. See?
God.
Because he's finna come back, and he about to see like the earth. That's why he said when he come back, shall he find faith? The earth's supposed to be flourishing. It's supposed to be life. The earth was said to go abide forever. But the reason why that's not happening, the reason why it's GMO food, the reason why the pillars of a palace is completely out of place, being the daughters of Israel, you know what I'm saying? The foundations of the earth are out of course. It's because this word is not being applied, man. That's why we read in Sirach, the 10th chapter, how the Lord's about to set over one. He's about to set one over it that is profitable in due time. So people don't see that because they think, but they're about to, including these powers that be, these so-called white men, you know, and the elite bankers, they know this, but you know, lower level ones, they don't. This is what they're about to see, you know, and there's something else I want to say about the spirit. People don't see this because of what they're doing, you know. You know what he has, you know, gotten himself. So, for instance, let's bring this article out. Can you brother see the screen? Okay, check it out. You got it, more.
Yeah, this is the article off of Newsbreak. It says, titled "Adopting No First Use Nuke Policy Would Be a U.S. Disaster, Giving World Dominance to Russia and China."
Salakia, we jumped the gun. That's the wrong one. My bad. This one. Here we go. Check it out. You got it?
This article is titled "One False Move After Russia Invasion Could Spark Nuclear War as Putin is Acting Just Like Hitler, Warns Lord West."
So they compare this man, you know, to Adolf Hitler, man. Look how in awe everybody is. Like they basically seeing power, because Adolf Hitler, he's seen as being a very powerful figure that put fear. He's like the fear of God, if you will. You know, like Nebuchadnezzar say, whom he would he slew, whom he would, you know, he laid down. So people that's not in on the know, they'll take him to be God. You know? And really that's why the so-called white man is seeing himself as God, because he listened to us, but he not invested in the getting it. It ain't like he listened to get on point with the Lord. He listened to try to, you know, keep doing what he want to do. You know, that's what he listened for. So it's like, in a sense, that's how I would say he cast his destructions away behind his back, but yet he still listens. So if you completely MIA on the Lord and say you a nigga out here like most of these niggas, you MIA on the Lord, what the scriptures say, you know, and you out here just procuring yourself, you out here, you think you having kids, you think you making money, you think you knock some nigga out, shit niggas do. You know what I'm saying? You think you just started some company or something, right? You think you got this movement that everybody loves, and now you the hometown favorite and all this other shit. And you creating job opportunities. But remind you, once again, you're completely MIA. This is a person that's MIA in their head on the Lord. They'll start to think what? They'll think they're God. That's what you will start to think. And that's basically how Esau finds himself in this position. And with these people as well. Because once again, what manner of the ruler of the city is, so are the people. So people couldn't be thinking, couldn't be looking at Esau like this, the powers that be, if you will, if he wasn't seeing shit like this. So it proves both. You know? So while everybody focus on this nigga, what they're revealing is they see power. They seeing power. Look at the fucking statements they making, man. I seen this, y'all like, damn. Y'all really think, like, damn, did Adolf Hitler put fear in y'all? You remember when we was growing up, how all used to hear about Adolf Hitler. Remember, brother Mahar?
Kind.
That shit put fear in niggas, man.
Yeah, that was major topic.
Slocky. What you say?
No, I said that was major topic.
24/7. That was like the thing to say. Like, if you wanted to, like, basically, another word for God was Adolf Hitler at a point in time.
Very true.
You know? You got it, Thor.
It says one wrong move in the Russia and Ukraine crisis could spark a nuclear war, as Vladimir Putin is acting just like Hitler. Lord West has warned.
You know, and that's really the point on this article. The statements that's being said. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy. You know, we're gonna keep going though, see what else we got. So you see all this power. You know, if somebody can get Daniel 5 while we read this real quick, we just run through the pictures. 5 and start at 18. Baba Shah.
I got it, brothers.
Man, it's heavy. Look at that. Look at this, man. You got it, Thor.
Khan. It says the world is on a knife edge, waiting for Putin's next move.
You got it, Mahar.
Yeah, Khan. It's Daniel chapter 5 and verse 18. It says, O thou king, the most high God gave Nebuchadnezzar thy father a kingdom and majesty and glory and honor.
You got it.
And for the majesty that he gave him, all people, nations, and languages trembled and feared before him. Whom he would, he slew. And whom he would, he kept alive. And whom he would, he set up. And whom he would, he put down.
You got it. Let's read this, brother.
Khan, it
You said
says
keep on reading?
Ukrainian.
No, Thor, he got it.
Khan, it says Ukrainian air assault forces take part in tactical drills.
Due to who? This guy right here, Vladimir Putin. They you know, they've been set up, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, the spirit of Esau, like this, you can't make this up, man. It's just too clear. And people look how far motherfuckers don't went. Look how it all. But see, the Lord giving them that power. If a brother can get did you finish that? Matter of fact, Mahar, if you can jump to Romans 9, and then we'll jump back there. Yep. Jump to verse straight to the point. You know, you can start at 11, and then you can jump to the point. You got it.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 11. It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil,
Yep.
that the purpose of God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, according to election might stand.
Go ahead.
Not of works, but of him that calleth.
Go ahead.
It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
Go ahead.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Esau. So the Lord is focusing on Esau. Because when it go on to say, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. You know, he gonna show mercy. So Esau is the focal point of this passage. So if we can jump down to verse jump down to you can start at 15.
Yeah, kind of. Verse 15, it says, for he said to Moses, I will have mercy.
Salaki. Just jump straight to the point, 17.
Yeah, kind of. Verse 17, it says, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might
raise who up?
Raise thee up.
Who raised him up?
I.
Yeah. You read it, you can read it, just read it back through. You gotta hear this. Like, because everything that's happening, the Lord, the Lord, you think it's just brothers that's detailed, brothers, he go into so many details. It's the Lord like that, man. You got some brothers that's not like that, but the Lord like that. You know, every brother is of the elect and even being used. That's a portion of the Lord's spirit. This is how the Lord. This is what, like I said, you can nut. The Lord he nutshell into you what he's doing, and he's detailing into you what he's doing. He can draw it out and expound. He can make it quick. That's what he's doing. He's doing all of it though. He's literally he's bringing people. Man, this shit crazy, man. Like the Lord literally bringing us to the point of it's the perfect movie. It's the perfect setup to see, just to realize him. That's what all this is about. Because look, these niggas that got so powerful, look at the shit they got, man. And it's so devastating to where people so caught up in them. And none of these people, they tend to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They don't. None of these people tend to him. So they think it's of their own merit. They think it's of his power. But the Lord wanted it to be like that. The Lord, and the shit they have is powerful stuff. But that's why the Lord will have it happen, because he's gonna let all this shit play out so you can see power. You can really see power. What you thought you knew to be power though. And then he gonna come. Then he's gonna come, man. His son's gonna come. Because if he don't, the earth is gonna be fucking destroyed, man. The ones the ones to continue the earth will be destroyed. Because look, if we ain't the earth will be destroyed if we leave. That's facts. That's facts. You take the Israelites off the earth they'll fucking destroy the earth, man. It's possible. Go ahead, brother Salaki.
Khan, yeah, if I could add, brother, just to add to your point, a quick scripture is Romans 1:25. It says, "Who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen." You know, and it just like you said, the Lord, he goes into Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai goes into details. You know, Putin being Esau being a creature, you know, part of the creation. You know, and these people, just like the caption said under the picture of Putin, these people are on edge for his response, thinking like power is actually in his hands, you know, but that's false. The true power is in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's hand. That's the director, you know, he's omnipotent, you know.
Yeah, that's it, man. You know, he's just setting everybody up to just realize power. They don't even see it. They think you gotta think. Imagine if you was in Vladimir Putin's shoes. You would think, like, imagine if you was in Esau's shoes. You would think you will start to feel like you got. And then the true creator ain't saying nothing. He ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You in the flesh. So you would take that for, you know, because you remember he a foolish person. He's stupid, as the Lord said. You know? So this nigga really, you know, look at the shit he got, man. Look at the shit this nigga doing, man. Look, he got the most powerful people on the earth under his influence. So this nigga, you know, that's power. And then he got way more shit that the Lord allowed him to tap into that he about to bring out on people. And it's gonna literally have these people to the point when he offered a chip to, you know, to be put in their hand and their forehead, they gonna take it, man. You gotta see this shit in the logical sense. It makes sense. That's why the Lord said, he said, you ain't choose me, I chose you. You know? Because you would have never even, the rabbit hole too deep for you to claim this. You couldn't. You know? Even if you was one that thought you had inkling and shit, man, hell no, man. Hell no. Because it's just crazy. But all this is just stepping stones. The Lord's bringing us unto him. He's bringing the earth unto him. He's getting everybody in position to be brought before the throne of his son, Yahweh Shai. And then, man, it's heavy, man. And being brought back to us, that's heavy too. That's why Matthew, what we read in the Matthew 24th chapter is so important. So I don't know if you finished that, Mahar.
No, there's more on here.
Okay.
Yeah, Romans chapter 9 and verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Yeah, see, whole time. That's what this is about to do, man. You know? So you could jump back to that, brother.
Daniel.
Yeah. We go ahead and read this. Brother Thor.
Con.
Salaki. I'm reading that shit. My bad. You got it.
Con. It reads, it says, and in a chilling warning, Lord West, former chief of the Royal Navy, said one miscalculation could spark a war in Europe, which could spiral into a world war involving the use of nuclear weapons. The 73-year-old told the Sun Online, this is extremely dangerous. The risk of a miscalculation could lead to a war in Europe, which could become a global conflict and the use of nuclear weapons.
See, these niggas really think they doing this. They talking about a miscalculation. Like they, you know, it's like they're accounting for everything. They're accounting for everything going on as if they're doing it. That's what a calculation is, man. Like everything that's going on is shit they plugging in. But if they plug in the wrong thing, that ain't how this work, man. You know, the Lord got you plugging shit in. You know, and he is gonna have you miscalculate some shit. The fact that he doing this, man. You know, y'all about to be brought before the king of terrorists. Y'all about to be brought before that throne. They about to be brought before us. You know, they're about to go on and just realize, damn, we didn't understand the way of life. Because look, you know, they so goddamn stupid. They think this is the way to life. They think this can bring life. This is how stupid these fucking people are, man. They're fucking stupid. They're goddamn stupid. And we were sitting here telling them that. Lord not finna sit back and watch. This is all a part of the story. This is how it's supposed to be going. You know? And everybody gonna realize that, man. Everybody. That's what's about to happen. You know? We go ahead and finish that, Mahar. And if we can get Isaiah 2. Let's get that real quick though. That you can finish that Daniel.
Yeah, Con. This Daniel chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, but when his heart was lifted up and his mind hardened in pride, he was deposed from his kingly throne
And that's Esau in general. So he's going to lose his power because he's getting to the point of Nebuchadnezzar where they think they doing this shit. You know, they think they doing this shit. And they're fucking, you're not, man. You're not doing this at all. This is not of your own merit. Okay? I got a quick scripture. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6. And I'm gonna start at 1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. But they can't do that. So there's really going to us, you know, ultimately, we're the ones that's gonna take heed. Right? The elect, the hopeful elect, Lord willing, that are the elect. It says, learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. You gotta learn, you know, because really at the end of the day, we all Yahweh Shemiah Shah servants. And once again, that's what a servant is to do, is to be instructed. So it can know what to do, you know, because then you basically could go on and be king, you know, just like Yahweh Shah. You got to learn how to serve first, man. That's why brothers being put in order, being put in this ministry is so important. You can't follow. If you can't follow, you can't follow Yahweh Shah. You can't follow the men over you. You can't acknowledge the men over you. You can't make the differentiation for yourself. You know, you got niggas thinking they on the level of Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how this shit go. You think he want us, because men think because we ain't in the kingdom, you ain't got to acknowledge men for what you see. He said the kingdom is within. You know? Men, there's no reason why men got to be told how, you know, you ain't got to wait to act like you in the kingdom necessarily. In ways that's in season. You know? In ways that could be edifying. You ain't got to wait on that, man. So that's what we're here to do. Servants are to learn, are to be instructed. Ultimately, just like Yahweh Shah, so we can go on and rule. We'll know the ways to rule. Once you take on the stead of a servant that don't want to be instructed no more, and then you think you got it or whatever, when you don't, you know, when you know you was put in the stead of a servant, you're gonna be fucking disposed like it's going on to say. And that's exactly what's about to happen to Esau, and that's what will happen to us if we don't take heed. You know, because we're basically what we're seeing right now. When you go back to Proverbs, the 30th chapter, Proverbs, the 24th chapter, it say how he walked past the field of the slothful and the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And then he learned. He said a little bit of sleep, a little bit of slumber, basically being out of order, not taking heed, not doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to end up like this nigga. So we're basically doing that in the spirit. We walking past the field of the slothful, the vineyard of the man void of understanding, which is ultimately Esau, this so-called white man. We like, damn, this ain't how you rule, bro. Look at, you know what I'm saying? It's clear. This is fucking, you don't cheat people. You don't fucking destroy the men. This shit don't make no sense, man. You don't destroy the earth. You don't, okay, we need the trees. You don't give people fake food. You don't give people fucking shots. You don't, you use the herbs. You do all these different things. You know, you don't put off your Yahweh Shemiah Shah. You don't disrespect his orders. You don't revile the gods. You don't not reverence his priests. You don't do these things. You don't neglect to give alms. Esau don't give no alms. You know what I'm saying? He don't do shit, physically or spiritually. That nigga don't do shit. That nigga, the stimulus package was not an alm. For those that might want to argue, you got niggas that'll argue that though. You know, because there's so much shit you could say on this devil, man. It just don't make no fucking sense, man. But anyway, this is Wisdom of Solomon 6:1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn ye that be judges of the earth, of the ends of the earth. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. That's these niggas. You know, they glory in the multitude of the nations. They got his wine glass like it's fucking, you know, any goddamn way. It says, for power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels. You know? That's it, man. I could read on, but that's basically the point. These ones been given power, but it's from the highest. This power, we finna see this. Esau finna come with some fucking real power, man. But it ain't gonna be. He gonna come with power. We gonna come with real power. We gonna come. It's a difference between real and true. He gonna come with real power. We gonna come with true power. You know. Yahweh Shai, he gonna come with pure power. Go ahead, Mar.
Yeah, Con. Daniel 5 and verse 20. Y'all just start from the top. It says, but when his heart was lifted up and his mind hardened in pride, he was deposed from his kingly throne, and they took his glory from him.
Yep. See? That's what's gonna happen to these motherfuckers, man. You know? Because what kingdom was Nebuchadnezzar king of?
Babylon.
Right. What happened? What happened to Babylon?
It failed.
By who? By how? They took
Yeah, Con.
the Persians and the Medes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what the fuck happened to America, man. Because it's really talking to the so-called white man in America right there. And that's what the fuck is about to happen. Babylon is about to be taken by the Medes again. You know what I'm saying? His kingdom is about to be taken, which would be these nations in alliance being Russia, which we're going to get into it. We're going to get the scripture, Isaiah the 13th chapter. But that's what's fucking happening, man. You know, he's about to, and basically that just means it's somebody, it's when somebody come take your shit, it's like basically it's like they think they can do better with it. They can do, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what that's a sign of. When somebody, like how I say, the saints gonna take the kingdom, that represents us being able to do it better. And we're gonna do it better. But before that happens, you're gonna have a time where it looked like history would just play out all over. You know, Babylon got took by the Medes. That got to happen again in the spirit. So that's why I look like Russia, the top dog, and they finna take over, but they playing their fucking self because they all Edomites. You know, all of them. You know, which we kind of going into the whole point of the lesson now, but we go ahead and finish this, and that's basically it. We'll end on he said. You got it, Thor. I think we ended right there. Yep.
It says, he said, Putin is going the way so many dictators are becoming.
Nah, I was saying we can start. We can hit the rest of these, and then we'll end right here. Salaki, brother. If I make myself clear.
This is it started and that will inevitably. I think that's where it ended, right, Akim?
The 73. You read the 73-year-old told.
I thought I did.
Okay. You just pick up where you left off at. Where you? Which one you went?
Yeah, it's he. And
okay.
Is he. So if he is successful, he will be tempted to try and do something against one of the European countries.
Right.
And that it says, and that will inevitably lead to a war between Russia and NATO, and inevitably lead to the use of nuclear weapons. Lord West also warned Putin is becoming more unpredictable and increasingly behaving in the same way as Hitler once did.
So and they just that's all they can focus on. But what we see we have is what? We have a more sure word of prophecy, you know, as it tell us in what's that, 2 Peter 1:18? You know what I'm saying? We have a more sure word of prophecy. But all they saying is basically how Nebuchadnezzar was thinking, you know, or not Nebuchadnezzar, but the king right there, Daniel, that was being talked to. If you could jump up to his name, Mahar.
You said hop up to his name?
Yeah, his name is like around the fifth verse. Somewhere around there. Oh, verse 9. No, that was it. It was, yeah, you could have got
Yeah, kind of.
that's it, verse 9.
Yeah, Daniel chapter 5 and 9, it says, Then was King Belshazzar greatly troubled,
Mm-hmm.
and his countenance was changed in him.
So yeah, King Belshazzar. Right? But anyway, so that's all that they basically big people basically in the mindset of that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Which was being told about the mindset that Nebuchadnezzar was in. You know what I'm saying? And to where all they can see is they self. And they see power, but they acknowledging it, they accrediting it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what the Lord Heavenly Father needs, because once everybody see him to be all powerful, the so-called white man, which he said he gave him power, so this nigga got some shit. Them nukes some shit, man. But that's when the Lord will be able to show he's the true power, because he's going to be the only one that can stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's the only one that's going to be able to save from that shit. And there was a point in here too that was said. Let me see where it's at. Yeah, this one right here. There is no doubt Putin wants to control the Ukraine, right? If he can do that without too much pain, he will do it, and the threat won't go away. So people gonna be, due to the power he's been given, they're gonna be able to be hurt. So it's like, damn, he's able to bring pain, he's able to kill, he's able to, but then you got this power that can completely keep people from this pain completely if he wanted to. And he's gonna do that. He's gonna keep a particular people from this pain. That Russia is gonna be responsible for people feeling, which is ultimately the pain the bucket nukes gonna bring. You know what I'm saying? War with America. And he's gonna keep the elect of the Israelite race, those that was in this truth and that were called and chosen right from the beginning, man. And they're gonna be saved. And that's gonna wow people. Because when those nukes being shot, Esau, which is only really going to be to America, to completely obliterate this place. All the other places will still remain. Like, say, let's I ain't saying let's actually forget about the chariots and the salvation, but let's just say Esau had his way of some shit, and none of that would happen. We wouldn't be beamed up. We would die. You know what I'm saying? House wouldn't come back. If they did, they would fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And send him back, send him back to the heavens crying or some shit, right? Not gonna happen. But the elite will come out the bunkers, and the people that remain across the globe, it'll be some real goddamn what's that movie with Seth Rogen and damn, what's that?
This is the end.
Yeah, with fucking Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-un, that nigga.
The interview.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, the interview. That's exactly how them niggas all, how they all into that world domination, bowing and being real disciplined and strict and worshiping their monarch type shit. That's exactly how this shit'll be. Niggas will be marching all hail Esau. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how this shit'll go. You know what I'm saying? And people basically expecting that. People know America gonna be fucking destroyed and across the earth, and a lot of them probably expecting him to basically reign. They probably think it ain't no hope and no shit like that. And then to the point, once the war over here, because that's the only war written, right? The war that's gonna happen in World War III, that's the last war. And then America gets destroyed ultimately. But you got people that don't know ultimately how it's gonna end. They probably think in their head, okay, America is gonna get destroyed clearly. I ain't gotta know the prophecies to know that. But I live in Africa. I live in wherever the fuck, right? Somewhere east. They expecting him to have this war, America to lose, and then him still existing and probably putting them in servitude. And they just, because he just don't wow people. He done became all powerful. But instead, that wouldn't go down like that. You would have a people that will be saved from that pain, Russian leader Vladimir Putin will be responsible for bringing. You know, as they say, but they will be kept from it, and it will be the very people nobody expect. And these people, these same people, will be found in places all over the earth. And the way they will be saved from that pain that everybody looking at, even Jake and Russ and fucking Vladimir Putin ass, man. You know, this nigga a damn devil too. He going to change too, man. How about that? He going to change too. But everybody look, you know, these people will be in all these places across the earth, these same people, and they will be saved on ships, man, and kept from that pain. And everybody would know, and their mama would know, because obviously the Lord gonna show out. He's gonna crack the sky, everything. The angels gonna come. You're gonna actually see how the ships look, and this gonna be some shit people know Esau ain't responsible for. And that's when that nigga, after all that power he just showed, when the nuclear missile shot and the fucking earth rocked to and fro like a drunkard, man. And people just shaking across the, you know, back over east, because they hearing the fall of America. You know, you're gonna hear that shit all the way across the fucking ocean. Literally. That's how powerful, that's how much power they playing with. This shit crazy, man. There's a brother going into it. Basically, the nukes, which I read up on, but I don't know if that's all of them, and I don't know if he was saying that, but the brother was breaking it down, the elder brother was breaking it down, the elder brother, Rapah, he was breaking it down, and he was basically saying, like, when the nukes fly, it ain't gonna be like nukes gotta hit you for you to, and then you gotta, no, a lot of them they detonate in the sky, and when they detonate, they send forth fire, they send forth a lot of heat, and basically, that's gonna cause the area to heat up to the temperature of the nuke, and people's bodies gonna basically catch fire because of that, because your body is gonna go to the temperature of the nuke. So you're gonna basically like become fire on some shit, because they just gonna be exploding in the fucking air. And then upon that, you have the buildings still exploding. And then when they explode, that's still the wind gusts, that's still the nuclear mushroom cloud, that's all that shit. But most of the nukes that's gonna be shot, they just gonna detonate in the fucking air. A lot of them gonna detonate in the air, and it's gonna heat up the environment to whatever temperature that nuke is at, and it's gonna cause people body temperatures to go to that temperature, to where you're gonna literally just you're gonna basically fucking combust. You're gonna catch fire. And that's that torture the Lord talking about, man. Your body temperature gonna be raised to the fucking temperature of the nuclear missiles. That's the power these niggas playing with, man. That's the power these niggas got. But the Lord will have his people, a particular group of his people that's gonna be kept from that shit through these ships. And everybody on earth, across earth, gonna see it. You know, but just, you know, to say less. We can end it, get this last point right here. Yeah, that's it. These last two. If brothers got something, bring it up.
I got something for the point that you were saying about the nukes.
You got it.
Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
That's it.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
How? Fucking how? Because you read that scripture, that's a bad scripture. That's a heavy scripture, you know. But that literally sounds like what the elder brother Rapah was explaining, man. You know, through those nuclear missiles detonating in the air. You know, that's some scary ass shit. When he said that, I was like, damn. You know, just how the Lord just, you know, had him bring that shit out, man. How he said that. That shit was like you can't run from it. Slocky, you got it.
Yeah, real quick. If I can add to that, because I heard that too, that they don't hit the ground. Like it's like several hundred feet to where it detonated before it hit the ground. because if it hit the ground, I think they said it kind of the ground takes some of the impact, so it reduces the explosive.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I read the same thing, so I doubled that, brother. I read about that as well.
Mm-hmm.
If a nuke hit the ground, basically it'd be like using dynamite, opposed to the purpose of it, which is to be detonated in the air.
Mm-hmm.
As the brother said, it would take away the impact. It'd just leave a crater, a big crater, opposed to the overall destruction that it won't. But yeah, very interesting.
Shit, you don't want no parts of that. You know, fuck that shit. But yeah, that's how, man. They gonna stand upon their feet and their flesh. You know what I'm saying? The nigga gonna just disintegrate. You gonna catch fire, man. Your shit just you gonna get so goddamn hot to where your flesh gonna come off your ass. And then you gonna get blown. You gonna get blown the fucking way because the wind gust is gonna send forth. You know? All these skyscrapers, the shit gonna be so powerful, everything just gonna roll the fuck over on some domino shit. You know, and everything's still gonna catch fire because it's gonna be a lake of fire. So we ain't telling you that that's it's just gonna explode and people gonna start popping like balloons. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas playing darts or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, they put the balloons on the wall, you throw the dart at it, and, you know, nigga pop. No. That shit you got missiles that do that, you know? And they got tons of missiles. There's gonna be missiles fucking hitting the ground, missiles detonating in the air. Shit gonna be crazy, man. You know? That shit gonna be crazy. That's why they got those EMPs, them damn electric magnetic pulse. Yeah, it detect the shit in the air, and they basically that was that whole dome effect that Israel got. How they got that fake ass dome to stop the, you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother thing. You know, we'll be all day on that. We can continue.
It reads, Lord West also warned Putin is becoming more unpredictable and increasingly behaving in the same way as Hitler once did.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Putin is going the way so many dictators are, becoming unpredictable and not acting in a rational manner, rather in the same way as Hitler.
Yep. But see, they don't know that the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, man. You know, he turned it so whether he will. So, you know, the Lord, he make your ass. He could just play with you. He playing with these people, man. Like kids in the tub playing with water, man. Making the water go over the fuck they want it to go. You know, they got water all outside of the bathtub and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord doing, man. And the water can't do nothing about it, but go wherever the hell it's sent. That's basically it, man. So yeah, that just wanted to hit that point real quick. Okay, what we holding? We come back to this in just a moment. Shit, we ain't hit 2 hours, but yeah, it's all good.
Isaiah 2 and Isaiah 13.
Okay, Khan, go ahead. Isaiah 2.
We start at 1 or
Khan. Yeah.
All right. Isaiah 2 and 1 said, the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. It said, verse 2, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountains of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it.
Yeah, upon this mountain being destroyed, which I have right here, Jeremiah 20 Slakia. Jeremiah 51, 25. And it reads, it says, O destroying, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, said the Lord Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth. Once again, see, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. You know, and that's what's gonna happen to America, which is, you know, the reason why we can't rule right now. So we need this place destroyed. You know, it says, And they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for foundations. But thou shalt be desolate forever, saith the Lord. You ain't gonna be able to use your social security checks anymore from this nigga, because them bitches gonna be fucking offices gonna be destroyed. You're not gonna be able to cash in on your damn benefits, your war benefits, all that shit gonna be destroyed, man. And America about to lose the war. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna be able to found yourself upon America no more. This mountain will be no more. And it's not just America, it's the Edomite fucking infrastructure, man. Edomite supremacy. Once the source of their power goes down, because really, when you go into it, the reason why the Edomites got power across the globe is because the Edomites got power in the most powerful place on earth, which is America. So really, when fucking Russia destroy America, Putin, he gonna lose power. Cause what's in Russia? LeBron not in Russia, bro. Jordan ain't hooping Russia. You know what I'm saying? Staples Center, which is the crypto center now, is not in Russia, bro. Ain't nobody go to fucking Russia. So they're finna take theyself out of power. They don't even know that, man. Niggas stupid. You got it, brother. Once again, hey, the scriptures say, and well, approve that, he said, all kings of the earth have drunk of the wine of her fornication. So really, America is the reason why y'all doing what the fuck y'all doing any goddamn way. Why you on some military shit? Because America on some military shit. You know what I'm saying? These niggas dumb. Then when you go to Revelation, the 17th chapter, it says these 10 have no power as of yet, but they shall give their power, to the king. If a brother want to jump there, Revelation 17 and 17.
Right.
Started verse 16.
This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked."
Yeah, so part of NATO, basically all of NATO going to end up hating America, man. They finna turn. NATO about to turn on these mugs, man. Because the beast is what? NATO and the EU. You know what I'm saying? They're about to fucking turn on America. According to this. Go ahead.
It says, "And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire."
Now we know Russia not a part of NATO. China, you know what I'm saying? All brothers should have their papers. You know what I'm saying? Pull mine out real quick. This is what your job is, man. Your fucking job is to know what the Bible talking about, man. You're not here you're here to learn the Bible. That's what we over here to do. We're here to learn the Bible. If you don't want to learn the Bible, you ain't gonna be tending to that. Now, when you go into this, every brother here at this congregation, this church, we have one, right? NATO and the EU, the beast, currently, right? You got Belgium, you got Canada, you got Denmark, France, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, right? Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, and United States, Greece, Germany, Spain, United Kingdom, hold your peace, Bible shot, Turkey, Germany, Spain, Czech Republic, Hungary, Poland, Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Albania, Croatia, Montenegro, North Macedonia, France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, and then North Macedonia should show you that these Edomites was the fucking damn the Greeks. But anyway, it says Luxembourg, Netherlands, Denmark, Ireland, United Kingdom, right? Greece, Portugal, Spain, Austria, Finland, Sweden, Cyprus, Czechia, Estonia, Hungary, Latvia, Lithuania, Malta, Poland. Okay, yeah, I gotta take some off of these. But anyway, out of all these I named, the United Kingdom left. They left on January 31st, 2020. So the UK is not in NATO no more. Then Turkey, right? Which is Gomer, which is when you read in Ezekiel the 38th chapter. That's why I say it's Gomer, being a part of Magog. That's gonna fuck America up, which we understand Turkey to be Gomer. And ironically, fucking Turkey, they on the cusp. They finna, because they making alliance with Russia, who's not on here. They're not on here. So you got two people that so these people they ultimately turning on America. Because America on here. Everybody that leave turn on America, man. All these nations gonna turn on America, and we got proof that two did already, man. And the top ball players on here, not of the earth, not even on here, which is all the other people: North Korea, China, South Korea, Russia. Okay, which we got pulled up. But yeah. So those 10 whores, according to the Bible, which is the Bible got spot on, is about to turn on America, man. Okay, you got it. Who's reading?
Keep reading on this.
Yeah, we didn't finish.
Come on. Revelation 17 and verse. So like you said something?
No, go ahead. My bad.
Come on. Revelation 17 and verse 17. It says, "For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill His will."
Look at that. You see?
Yeah.
Full circle, man.
Yeah, kind.
Go ahead.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
It says, you said what's like it says to fulfill His will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
Which is going into what? Basically the whole agreement of NATO. All these fucking people giving their kingdom to this beast system, the shit called NATO, just to fulfill biblical prophecy. But go ahead. Was that it?
On that scripture, it says, last verse, it says, "And the woman which thou sawest in that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth."
Right. See? So my point of bringing this out was just showing what all these nations only doing what they doing ultimately really because of America, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Even if you're not a part of NATO, you doing what you're doing because of America. You know what I'm saying? So when these niggas fucking in America, what are they gonna be doing? They're not gonna be doing what they doing no more. Niggas ain't gonna have the most powerful military no more. You ain't gonna fucking need it. The snake gone. So what they gonna be standing around doing? You know? Looking like the pale motherfuckers we need to beat the shit out of. You know? That's what's just gonna happen because ain't no need for nukes no more. Which the brother has. You got to talk about. We're gonna get a few more and close out. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't it's into the geopolitics, you don't need to be listening to this. You know what I'm saying? This is for the serious minded. We really go into it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the spirit to be able to be here. You know, and even if you are here, you gotta have the spirit to be here and take heed and receive. Everybody you can't eat. You know, is your appetite big enough? Is your mouth big enough? You know, your ear. All right, go ahead, brother.
It's Isaiah 2 and 3. "And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, Yahweh Shemal Shah, to the house of God."
Because this mountain destroyed now. See that? Go ahead.
"To the house of the God of Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths.
See,
Out of,
that's it. Go ahead.
for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord Habashim Yahushua from Jerusalem.
Which is that instruction, which is going to bring flourishing back to the earth. It's going to make the earth a paradise again. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Ain't gonna be no bug outs. And if it is, it's gonna be judgment. You ain't gonna get rewarded for being a bug out when the kingdom here. Niggas is millionaires for being fucking retards. Come here, brother.
Okay. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people.
See, that's what we're gonna be doing in the kingdom. We're gonna be rebuking the shit out of you. Ain't gonna be no face tats. You the top. You get everybody turned because you got the tightest jeans on and your face tatted up. You know what I'm saying? Your ass out. You know what I'm saying? You a bad girl. You ain't that shit ain't no bad girls club in the kingdom. You know? You can make a little money for being messy. Get the fuck out of here. Go ahead, brother. And if you don't like the language, this ain't for you either. You know, you probably just need to find brothers in the spirit that's probably a little bit more, you know. But you got it's a balance. The prophet is rough, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 2:4 continue says, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares.
Yep, and that's what the nuclear missiles. They not gonna need them no more. All that shit about to go away. Go ahead.
And their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
That simple. See? So when these stupid niggas take America out, they defeat their whole point of existing. That's how Esau's house gonna fall. That's why you can't be divided against yourself, you fucking dummies. But they don't see that shit. All right. So what else we holding? Isaiah 13. Okay. Let's close. Let's get that 2 Corinthians 5. We're gonna close out Matthew 24. It's so much, you know.
You want me to finish verse 10 in 2 Corinthians 5?
Yeah, we're gonna take it from the top on that. It's so much, man. It's you gotta love this, man. You really gotta love this. And then you gotta love that we got the time to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, really give it the fuck. You ain't doing shit else. If you think you're doing something else, you who the Lord talking about in Revelation the 3rd chapter. You know? Go ahead, whoever got it. Let's get that 2 Corinthians.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 9 says, wherefore we labor, that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him.
Mm-hmm.
For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach. That's
what all this comes down to, you know. But see, that's what's heavy. We can get this article out the way. Yep. We just probably read this. We not even finna read all this shit, to be real, because we know what's going on. You know, this is just the news articles is just, you know, to help prove what's going on, which is what we know, which is the doctrine, what the doctrine says, and also it's basically just the process of what we know that's about to be, and that's, you know, the inevitable. Okay, you got it. Whenever you're ready, brother, the war.
Khan. Yeah, this article's off Newsweek. It's titled, "With All Eyes on Russia, China Warns U.S. of Full-Blown Military Conflict Over Taiwan."
Somebody get Romans 14:11. Baruch Shah. See? So it's just simple, man. Like, this is what the headers show you where people's minds at. Because that's all we doing. Like, we know what we update, okay, with the process, what's going on. But people saying they know that everybody focused on Russia. But the whole time, you got, as I was saying, throughout, you know, the past week or 2 weeks or whatever, China on fucking the USA ass, man. And they ain't pushing that. They're not even mentioning that shit. They're not even mentioning that shit. You got many people coming at the U.S. head, being that they're in a state of vulnerability. Remember who was going into that, brothers? how they worrying about their they're not worried about I forgot what the fuck how was it said. They basically they worrying about us and they got enemies. Remember about the scriptures out like take heed to your friends, you know, but you know stay away from your enemies. But they so focused on us, they missing all this shit. This nigga so obsessed with Jake, he can't fuck. He blowing his enemies off. We see, we was going over there before this shit even happened, man. This is not no fucking game. This is not a coincidence. We ain't over here fucking winging it. The Lord over here, man. No matter who many people listening, don't matter if you listening, you know. No matter if I'm listening, the Lord's showing us what's going on. Ain't nobody gonna have an excuse, man. You got all the time, brothers that know what's going on, order, you know, brothers at a deal, etc. Oh, and another thing too, I was meaning to tell you that shit was slipping me times about you had asked a question on scripture, but yeah, the answer is yeah to that. When you had asked, is this after? I think you said it was this before the kingdom. I think it might have been Zephaniah the 3rd chapter. I think it was dealing with how we gonna get fame or something.
Yeah,
like
fame in every land. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's the spirit because that's exactly what I was just speaking on. How we gonna get beamed up out of every place across. Everybody gonna see this shit. But yeah, that's gonna be then. We gonna get fame. You become famous in that moment. Now you're gonna see the byproduct of it when you come off the ships, which is Isaiah the 60th chapter, when all these people overtake us. Remember how we used to meet back in the summer, and we was going into that on one of these issues. You know, you can probably go back and watch it. We went into it though. You're gonna have so many people coming to you, and it's gonna be so many people. You're gonna be overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? You know, brothers, remember that. That was at the one where the fucking Edomite cops got called and pulled up on us at that place. But yeah, we went into it then. But yeah, that's I've been meaning to tell you that. So don't think I'm avoiding shit or not. But anyway, back to the point. Let me close this shit up.
You wanted that Romans 14?
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Romans chapter 14 and verse 11, it says, "For it is written, as I live, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to the Most High."
Once again, but yeah, this is what they saying. Okay, you got it, Thor. Sorry.
Khan.
Mm-hmm.
With all eyes on Russia, China warns U.S. of full-blown military conflict over Taiwan.
They said they with the shit. They said they're gonna pull up, basically. You know, you got it.
Yep. It reads, while Russia has been under the international spotlight recently, as the world watches tensions build over a potential invasion of Ukraine, China has issued an explicit warning to the U.S. about Taiwan.
So basically the same, look, we see the so-called white man of America dealing with inevitability, right? As they said in that first article. What happened in Kabul? It was taken over by a people, and once again, a takeover represents, it denotes that it could be done better. That's what the Taliban came and did. They like, yo, they ain't getting it right. We gonna get it right, you know? And America was supposed to defend Kabul from that, but they didn't. They ended up losing their military and everything. And I prayed out the Lord, even though I ain't lose the spirit for doing it. They took the channel down. I got the I was standing upon my watches I was always doing. There's a channel for it now, but it's 2 strikes on the channel all fucking ready. So the channel might not even last, but the Lord will get back to doing it. But I did a watch on that, and basically I think I went into the watch by the spirit. In the watch by the spirit, I went into how this is just gonna be bait for the rest of the people to see America right for the taking, and this shit gonna happen again. And that's exactly what the fuck happened again. How? Because the same thing, Kabul will be turned on by America. America will lead their shit and try to sweep it under the rug. And then we see the same exact issue with what? Ukraine and Russia. America already done confirmed. I ain't got no articles pulled up on it, but they already done said they finna leave. They don't got nothing to do with it. You know, America, we jumping, but it's good because we'll be done quicker. This what America on. You know, this is another article. Okay. You got it, brother. We gonna do it like this so we can get done with this.
Con. Yeah,
Mhm.
this article's off Newsbreak. It's titled "Adopting No First Use Nuke Policy Would Be a U.S. Disaster, Giving World Dominance to Russia and China," expert warns.
You got it.
It reads, if the U.S. was to adopt a no first use nuclear weapons policy, it would pave the way for China and Russia to exert world dominance, an expert warns. Says for decades, the U.S. has tried to reduce its reliance on nukes, but hasn't made a commitment that it would never use them first.
Yeah. So basically, America just on some whole ass shit. They're really not with the shit. That's basically what's being revealed. They're not with it. They always run. They're that friend that runs on you when you getting jumped. You know what I'm saying? But they was with you like every day and shit.
Say if I can, it's like that one friend that be talking the most shit in the situation, and it don't even be they beef. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got beef with you, and then they try to jump in, be like he gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as it get heated, you know what I'm saying? They nowhere to be found.
You got it, boy. You got it, Thor.
Con.
Just this one.
Con. Caption says geopolitical expert Brandon J. Welcher told the Sun that a no first use nuclear strategy wouldn't be worth the paper it's written on.
Because niggas are abandoning that shit. Esau, because Esau ain't good with covenants and shit like that, you know? While they got Sleepy Joe as the face of it. This is all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. So basically, the whole article is just pointing out what I just said it. Matter of fact, let's just read this, and the point gonna be in this little third fake paragraph, and that'll be it.
So like I got a quick scripture.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
This to the point that the brother just made. In the sense of they can't keep their word for real. You know, or they can't keep the covenants they make.
Mm-hmm.
This is Psalms 55 and verse 20. It says, "He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant."
You got it.
Yeah, that's basically just what further add to the brother's point. You know what I'm saying, and showing you that the Lord made this acknowledged. You know what I'm saying. Esau don't keep his word for real. You know, that's why you never supposed to trust thy enemy. You know.
Yep. You got it, Thor.
Con. It says dozens of Democrats are calling on President Biden to declare a no first use policy, although such a radical shift doesn't appear to be imminent. It says it would mean nuclear weapons would be used primarily to deter a potential attack on America and its allies, rather than initiate a conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Geopolitical.
So basically, they trying to it's a ploy. It's like a jab. It's like throwing a jab. You know, you trying to get somebody to flinch or to go, because you really can, or a feint. Those are know a little boxing. When you feint at somebody, really upon you feinting at them or throwing a jab, by default the person is to go into defense. They're not gonna go into offense. You know what I'm saying? So this is basically this is Esau's jab. This is his feint. He's trying to get them to go into, basically he's trying to get everybody else not to go into offense and instead You can say into defense, but just not into offense. That's he's just trying to get these moms to not react, But that shit ain't gonna work, man. Lord said, "Shoot at her, spare no arrows, man." You got it.
Geopolitical expert Brandon J. Whiteshirt told The Sun that if Washington invoked such a policy, America's enemies would view it as a sign of weakness.
As I was saying, because really we know what's going on. You're talking about geopolitical expert. And again, he'd come find us and be confounded. He don't know what the fuck going on, man. Because they geopolitical expertise is upon what the fuck they think they have control of, which we will prove them wrong and show them to be no experts at all. Because they can say, for instance, they said they're not gonna chip everybody. Is that true? So you don't know, even though they ain't dealing with really in a sense it could be, but anybody that's an expertise on a field of that, whatever that would be, right? You will be proven to not know what the fuck you talking about. Like Bill Gates, he ain't an expert on shit when it come to that because he said they ain't trying to chip nobody. Well, according to the word, that's a lie. And that ain't what's going to happen. You are going to chip everybody. So really what's about to be proven with all this also is that we're the experts, man. And you people going to fucking realize that. But whole time we giving this credit to the Father, How about Shai. All right, so yeah, that's the point. I closed that one out. What we holding? Because I know we had one. And then we jump back here. We start wrapping up. So what was we last reading, brothers? As far
It was Romans 14.
Oh yeah, we holding Isaiah 13. And I thought it was something else.
Matthew 24 and 42.
That's one we will close there. I don't want to write this out. So yeah, okay, that's cool.
2 Corinthians 5.
Did we finish that? I think we finished that, right?
Yeah, Con.
Yeah, we finished that. So that's cool. So yeah, it's just Isaiah 13 and Matthew 24 then. All right, so yeah, that's cool. Beautiful.
Like it was Romans 14:11. That was the only scripture you wanted in Romans 14.
Yeah, I think we read that. We can read it one more time.
Con.
Mm-hmm.
Romans 14 and verse 11, it says, For it is written, as I live, saith the Lord, every knee shall bow to me.
Yep.
And every tongue shall confess to the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yep. And the Lord you gonna bow how he wants you to bow, man. Everybody, all of us. You gonna bow how the fuck he wants you to bow. And y'all gonna be bowing to us. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be bowing to Yahweh Shai and us, man. The elect. All right, the hopeful elect, Lord willing, we elect. Okay, so we can go ahead and finish this. And we only got one more article. Then we're gonna get into the Isaiah 13. That'll be it.
So like I got one quick scripture.
You got it.
Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 1. It says, For thine incorruptible spirit is in all things.
Right.
So I just want to bring that up just because as the brother said, like you gonna bow the way that the Lord wants you to bow. You know what I'm saying? The way that Yahweh Shem Yahushua wants you to bow. You know what I'm saying? Because they the ones that's in control. You know what I'm saying? They directed the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can use that for that, Not as much, but you ultimately can. Yeah, that's let's go ahead and wrap this up on here, brother.
Con. Yeah, the article reads, while Russia has been under the international spotlight recently as the world watches tensions build over potential invasion of Ukraine, China has issued an explicit warning to the U.S. about Taiwan. Qin Gang, China's ambassador to the U.S., said in an interview with NPR on Thursday that the U.S. might face military conflict with China over the future of Taiwan. Yeah,
because basically it's the same. It's the same exact issue with the Taliban and Kabul and Ukraine and Russia. It's the same exact scenario with this China to Taiwan shit. Okay, you got it.
Khan. Cohen, who was appointed to his post in Washington, D.C. as ambassador in July, warned the U.S. of being part of Taiwan's plan to seek independence.
Right.
The ambassador noted that the Taiwan issue is the biggest tinderbox between China and the United States.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Taiwan has maintained a separate government from mainland China since 1949. It says, but the Chinese government considers the island a rebellious province, not an independent country.
Exactly. You know, see shit out of order. They saying America is responsible for it. Here it is, you right over here with us, and you talking about you on your own shit. You know, and that's why America gonna be hated, man. You know, because America like that friend of your girl, you know, your woman, that God, basically trying to deter her from, you know what I'm saying, like, or that relative of your woman or some shit, so-called relative of Jake. That's what America is, man. And brothers that know what that feel like, that's exactly what these countries is feeling. You know, these leaders like, man, you still hang with that, Yeah, that's basically it, man. So yeah, so shit, what's the scripture's playing out, man? As all of this is just building blocks to it's just once again how all this is going on. Keep us in the scriptures. It's about to end these people, in the same stead. Real quick, I want to get a quick scripture. I got one more article. I'll go ahead and end on that. Okay. We'll get one more article, then we can get this Isaiah 13. What am I thinking of? I don't forgot. Yeah. But anyway, here go one more. You got it, brother.
Khan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this one reads, North Korea claims it can hit U.S., shake the world with missile after.
That's crazy. Go ahead.
Shake the world with missile after month of increased testing.
That's so crazy. But that's what? That's just bringing us what? Back to the scriptures. You know? Period. If a brother can get, well, I think I want to say that's Jeremiah in the 20, it's like the 25th chapter. Jeremiah 25 and hold matter of fact. Ezekiel 31. Let me get it. Hold on. Let's get this on here real quick. 31. Pharaoh warned of a serious fate, which we know Esau is spiritual Pharaoh and America spiritual Egypt. If The brother can get Hosea 7 and 11. So yeah, as you have it right here, Ezekiel 31 and 16. Whoever want to read it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
It's Ezekiel chapter 31 and verse 16. It says, I made the nations to shake at the sound of his fall. When I cast him down to hell with them that descend into the pit, and all the trees of Eden, the choice and best of Lebanon, all that drink water shall be comforted in the nether parts of the earth.
Mm-hmm. That's that, man. So that's them fucking nukes gonna fuck this place up. Who got that? Yeah, Hosea.
I got it.
Yeah.
It says Hosea 7 and verse 11. Ephraim also is like a silly dove without heart.
Which is the who? The northern kingdom. So-called natives and Latinos, right? In America, by the way.
They call to Egypt, they go to Assyria.
See? So America is spiritual Assyria, you know? And I believe also this is proven in, I want to say that's Isaiah, the 43rd chapter. Huh?
Salaki, I'm thinking of Isaiah 32.
Yeah, let's see. This is if brother can read this judgment on earth, as it says. We're gonna jump to the point.
$20.
Yep. I think that's it. Yep. You got it.
Time. Isaiah 24 and 20 says
Matter of
the earth
fact,
shall,
Shot started 18 because it's linked straight up with what we just read in Ezekiel. You got it.
Isaiah 24 and 18. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear.
See, that's the noise. You know, the nation shall what did it say? At the sound, but you know, that's noise, it's the same thing. You know, the nation shall shake at the sound of his fall. That's the noise, man, which comes from what? Those nukes. So that's why I say you're gonna basically be able to hear that shit across the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, etc. Go ahead.
It says the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit.
Uh-huh.
And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare.
Mm-hmm.
For the windows from on high are open.
Yep, and that's exactly, and that means what? That's pretty much, you know, where those missiles going. The Lord gonna drop missiles out the window. You know, basically, you know, because that was going to be the thumb, but that's basically how it's going to take place. Because that's why he said his sword is bathed in heaven, you know, and it's going to come down upon, you know, Idumea, the people of my curse. Okay, but go ahead.
And the foundations of the earth do shake.
See, there it is, man. So when you go back to this article, you know, it tells us right here, North Korea claims it can hit U.S. in quotations, shake the world with missile after month of increased testing. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's the truth. So that shit gonna happen, man. It's right in people's face, and they don't even fucking see it. And they don't worry about what the hell they talking about, but that's the Lord been talking about. Okay? Make no damn sense. But y'all gonna fucking see, man. You know? Y'all gonna see. All right. Okay, Con, did you finish that, brother?
I stopped at 18. I can
Okay,
go down
Con.
to 20.
Yeah, you got it.
Isaiah 24:19 says the earth is utterly broken down.
Uh-huh.
The earth is clean dissolved.
Yep.
It says the earth is moved exceedingly.
That's it.
Isaiah 20. Yep.
Yep. So that's
Isaiah
it.
24:20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the
Yep.
transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. It says, and it shall fall and not rise again.
That's America, man. Okay. So you got Russia blowing smoke, but they like, yo, you better leave me alone for I'll shoot, over there. Then you got China telling America, like, yo, we gonna pull up. You gonna have to deal with us. Now you got North Korea, which is once again, you go back into that sheet. None of the people that's on, these are people that's not on the NATO. So what you think the rest of those people on there gonna do? And the people that was a part of the NATO are already leaving. America out of there, man. This place is finished, but it ain't like to focus on them. It's to literally bring these people to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah is on his way. It's to bring them to his throne. All this power they got is just to prove the Lord's power. It's just to help prove the Lord's power. It's just to reveal what we've been telling people. It's just reason for Yahweh Shah to come back, which is why we have to watch. Which is why we have to watch and really be into these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Really being in an understanding of what's going on. Okay. So this is Spirit. I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Isaiah 42 and 18. It says, "Hear ye deaf, and look, ye blind, that ye may see. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servant, seeing many things, but thou observest not, opening the ears, but hear it not." See that? That's why, which we go ahead and jump there now. Mahar, you got it. 24.
Yep.
Go ahead. 42.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 42. Watch, therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come.
See? That's talking to who? Is that talking to niggas in the world? No, that's talking about us, man. He was talking to the disciples, those that, follow him, man. And even the supposed ones. You got it.
Yeah, it kind of says, but know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
All this is pointing to him. All this is the spirit, the testimony of our Lord is the spirit of prophecy. All this is prophecy, but all these prophecies is to bring him about, man. Because the earth, all of this destruction, the earth is being wasted. It's going on to basically not abide forever due to who's ruling, due to the decisions that's being made. These niggas is trying to create life by ways other than the Lord say you will get life. Going into Baruch, the 4th chapter, all they that keep it, shall come to life. Keep what? This book, man, this word. Take ye hold of it, Jacob. We are to do this, the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Because we're going to know how to bring life, and it's basically just showing people how to end the world. Ultimately, even though they might not see it like that, and how to rule the world, the earth. Okay. Now, if you can jump to verse. You can read through 45.
Yep. this verse 44, it says, therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh, who then is a faithful and wise servant.
That's why the Lord said when he comes, how he find faith. That's why he said that. It ain't gonna be no, it's gonna be people that is responsible for the earth being barren of fruit. Basically, the Lord gonna come back looking at us as either having been the reason to to be the reason why there's a few fruit left, you know what I'm saying? It's a little life left, or us being the reason for why the earth is ending. You know, why it's being destroyed. That's what he coming back for. Because remember, I was saying that by the Spirit last night. Adam got to come back to the garden. You know, period. We supposed to be in the field fucking working, like, you know, we supposed to be in the field turning black, like Solomon said.
Okay.
You know, Solomon was in the field, man. You know, but yeah, you got it.
Matthew 24:45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season.
Yep. So basically, go ahead.
It says, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Yep. Go ahead.
Verily, I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods.
So watching help, it basically keeps you in position. You know, we waiting to take the power seat, like how Kanye and Jay-Z got their album called Watch the Throne. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your eye on the throne, man. Like, we waiting to get ready to sit in the power seat, man. I'm trying to get in position to be in the power seat. You know, like, it's like musical chairs. It's like we playing musical chairs. For those that remember that game, musical chairs. You know, shit going around and look like, you know, you don't, and then see this, you got to watch. That whole game is based upon watching. You know, timing, being in position. You know, you walking around, then mother say stop. You got to get in the chair. And motherfucker might beat you to the chair. And that was simply due to you, how well you was watching. Well, that's the, if you want to be on the throne, you got to keep yourself in position, you know, to be on the throne. It's just, like I said, it's just like musical chairs, man. Because you never know when the Lord going to say stop. You never know when this shit going to be blown the fuck up. Lord might be ready to take them out 3 months from now. And say, you ain't been doing shit. You don't know what the fuck going on. You out of there, man. You the reason why shit perishing. He gonna come destroy you. He coming to, look, he's coming to clean his garden up. When you go out to your garden, you don't just water stuff. You pull up roots, thorns, vines, not roots, but vines, weeds, etc. That's why he said all the things that offend, he gonna catch, the reaper's gonna grab that shit up and gonna tie them together and burn them in the fire, man. He looking to see blurry. The Lord want to see, so I said blurry. Beautiful glory. The Lord want to see foliage. That's what we're here to do. You know, that's we trying to get this thing growing. Because the more we do this, the more this shit happening, man. It's inevitable. It's like Candyman. You know, this word has power. The Lord's name has power. It has power. He was like, don't say that name. Dude, people start breaking the mirrors because as soon as you start speaking that word, it got to manifest, man. He has to manifest. You know, that's why if a brother can get, what's that, Isaiah 61, give him no rest. (62:7).
Con.
Yeah.
Isaiah 62, verse 7, it says, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
But yeah, You know, we trying to do this till he come back. This is the Lord trying to come back. So I don't know if y'all can see the screen. Oh yeah, we can. You know, he trying to come back to straight foliage, man. You know, he ain't trying to come back. He gonna come back and clean stuff up, man. Better green represents flourishing. You know, Adam coming back to the garden, man. You know, that's what he trying to come back to. He on his way back. You know, that's why he went to the heavens and he took the book. Because that's why he went off. He left the book. That's why it says in Brute, all such as leave it shall die. That's what happened to Adam. He left the book. But such as take it shall come to life. That's why when he went back to the heavens, he took the book. You see? So now he done came to life. And that's why he said, I am he that was dead, but now am alive forevermore. Because why? He took the book. And why was he dead? Because he left the book. When did he leave the book? He left the book as Adam. This is the Lord trying to come back to, man. You know? But, you know, that's it, man. All right? So, you can read the rest of that on your own. But that's what all this is about. We're watching this be in place for when the Lord come. You know, so you can, matter of fact, you can go ahead and finish that chapter, brother. Mahar, Kahan.
Yeah, Khan.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 46. It says, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
See? Stand in position. You know, if you in position to sit in that, you in the right position to sit in that chair when upon musical chairs, when it stop, when everything in, you gonna be good. Versus those that was playing and wasn't ready, like you got to be prepared to stop in that game and get in that chair. You know, like versus these people, that they should not overtake you as a thief in the night. You know, I write not unto you that you're supposed to know. But because when these people say peace and safety, then sudden destruction gonna come. You know, when you chilling and you acting like the game ain't finna stop, okay, stop. When the music stop, look. When the music stop,
man.
You know, when the music stop, you got to be in the chair. Will you be in position to be able to, sit in that chair, that throne, when this music stops, man? That's why you gotta take this serious. Lord ain't got us on here for 3 hours for no reason, man. All right, it's real. We ain't got shit else, man. We ain't got shit else. We see the ceiling of where the NBA, the NFL, being a fucking comedian gets you. All them niggas go crazy. All them niggas is told to shut up and dribble. All them niggas buy the same cars. They, niggas hitting the same broads. You know what I'm saying? Look at Kanye. He was subjected to Kim Kardashian. You know? Brothers don't want me to play that shit. Yeah, I want me to play that shit. I gotta play that. You want to end up like him? You sure? You going with Kanye? You sure? You know? Matter of fact, I might have to play this shit.
Man.
I gotta play it. Fuck it. I gotta play it, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say do it. That's it. That's it.
I gotta play this shit. Hold on. First thing is a game. Okay. Let's see. See how you feel after this. This could be you. You know? We got the fuck out of here, man.
And I got an update on the North Korea missile thing if you want to get it after or before the Kanye thing.
Bring it up, brother.
All right.
Matter of fact, yeah, I got it right here. It'll be quick. Cause I don't want the joke, I don't want it to pass. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even see. Hold on. Need everybody in the shit. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let's see. Esau and people, scoffers watching, they be studying this shit whole time. Scoffers just popping up and shit. Niggas been watching. All right, anyway.
I'm a goat.
This shit, and low key, this shit really ain't even funny. It's sad. It's bugged out, but
Yeah,
we gonna see brothers' reaction, man. You know, I can leave it right here. Let's see. Yeah, kind of. Let me. Yeah, I'll do that. I can play that. Okay, hold on. Let's just do this one. Okay, here we go. All right, let me share the screen. Y'all know I'll be playing this shit. This shit screen, I'll be sharing the shit. I'm talking and shit. All right, here it is. This is the pinnacle of being celebrities and shit, get you the women you subjected to, etc. Right? Nigga subject to Kim Kardashian, but check this out.
I'm a goat, nigga. I held Kim Kardashian by a throat, nigga. I made her swallow my kids until she choked, nigga. I should apologize, cause she ain't my folks, nigga. This for all the vice lords and folks, nigga.
This shit real, bro. We looked this shit up. This shit really happened.
I'm a goat, nigga. I held Kim Kardashian by a throat, nigga. I made her swallow my kids until she choked, nigga. I should apologize, cause she ain't my folks, nigga. This for all the vice lords and folks, nigga.
This is what everybody's subjected to. They did it. This came out. This song. This is a real song he did. You could look it up. You know what I'm saying? It's called Kim Kardashian by Game. You know what I'm saying? And he did this song the year that Nipsey Hussle got killed, and Kanye will go on and work with him from there. And this was at a listening party, and this shit was playing at the listening party, supposedly playing. But that nigga, he heard this song because they did music right after that, the same year. Because Game didn't get braids until the year Nipsey Hussle died, which I think was that 2020?
Yeah, I believe it's 2020.
Yeah, 2020. Because Kobe and Nipsey died, I think, the same year, or Nipsey died before him, and then Kobe died. I think that's how it went. I think Nipsey died the end of, but yeah,
in the 19 because Kobe he died right at the top of 2020, I believe.
Yep. But yeah, man, this shit bugged out. You know, this shit bugged out. Hold on. The fuck. Niggas demons, man.
I'm a goat, nigga. I held Kim Kardashian by a throat, nigga. I made her swallow my kids until she choked, nigga. I should apologize, cause she ain't my folks, nigga. This for all the vice lords.
This is what we stuck. This is what we subjected to here, man. You know? That nigga in there, you know what I'm saying? Nigga gone, man. Nigga gone, like, these niggas gotta get put to death, man. All these dudes. But, you know, that shit crazy. That shit really... That shit happened. That shit happened. I fact checked it. It happened. Them niggas did music. Them niggas did music. They did music after that. You know what I'm saying? Factually. But yeah, man. That's why we got it. Will you be in place to you know, when the music stops, to sit on that throne, man? You know? Because being caught up in this shit, this is what you subject to. You gonna go back to that? Dumb his kid. That's his mom. That's his kid's mama. And this nigga Game, you know what I'm saying? That nigga on some like the boogeyman or some shit staring there. Yeah, that shit fuck brothers up. Look at this shit, bro. His hand shit, you see? That shit crazy, man. It's just funny because it's like these niggas this bugged out. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, it ain't funny. It's like Lord willing, it ain't too off. You know, I'm trying to make sense with what's being said right now. That probably fuck brothers up.
It's all about the spirit. It's all about the spirit. Right? It's all about
That's what you subjected to, man. That shit crazy. We'll talk about that another time. I ain't gonna spend time.
it's like if I could paraphrase the scripture, it's at Revelations 18:04. Come out of her, my people. You know.
Yeah, that shit's sick, man. But anyway, we can finish this and then we'll get what Tazabak got. So yeah, they said that this is more shit. We ain't got to get into it because we already know what the nukes do. But yeah, they didn't claim out and said
Get up to $700 off select Honda outboards during Honda Marines.
You know, why this bitch about to be hit with look Jake on boats and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't know what the fuck going on, man. That shit crazy. But yeah, man. That's why, and that's another reason why the Lord about to come back, cause shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas not being told that shit wrong, and the earth perishing, man. You know, Jake, that shit bugged out, man. Lord he on his way back, and that's why America about to get hit with nukes. You know, with this shit, man, they ain't fucking.
The U.S. and NATO allies rejecting Moscow's demand to keep Ukraine and other former Soviet nations.
Yeah, they're talking about fucking Russia. Anyway, so yeah, North Korea, China is all coming together. Whatever you want to bring out, Tazabah, and then we get to Isaiah 13. Did you finish, brother? Shalaki, brother.
Yeah, live. We didn't get through it.
Okay, go ahead and finish that.
Yeah, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 47.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods."
Yep. If you caught up in this, if you in position when the music stops to sit on that chair, go ahead.
It says, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming,
yep,
and shall begin to smite his fellow servants and to eat and drink with the drunken,
mm-hmm.
It says, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
So that's why we're going into this so heavy, because this is a part of watching. You know, we're watching for power. We're watching for getting in that seat. We're watching for where they're going wrong at. You know, that's what we're watching for. Yahweh Shah, he's coming just to save us. You know what I'm saying? He's coming to make the earth flourish again. But everybody responsible for the garden being destroyed is out of there. You're fucking, and the serpent is definitely out of there. The reason he got put out. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he took the book again. So he ain't, hell no. All things that offend, he getting the fuck rid of, man. So if you ain't in this, the Lord getting rid of you because you're a part of the problem. You're why the shit is desolate. You're in his head, you're why the world is drunk. You know, and we proved this already according to the scriptures. That's how they're thinking. It's all about the vineyard. It's all about growth. It's all about flourishing. It's all about foliage. It's all about the garden. It's all about the garden. It's all about the garden. What did the garden represent? That's why it's all about the garden. You know? Yeah. The fucking earth perishing. The earth is in a state where it's about to get hit with nukes. You know? And it's because no one teaching these niggas, man. That's why we gotta keep doing this, yo. We crying. We like, it's like if I mute my screen right now. That's how I look, man. Like if we sitting behind here, like, yo, don't do that shit. You know, but ain't nobody, they just, you know, and that's why this motherfucking earth is on the course to where it's at. This world is on the course to where it's about to go. So yeah, that's basically it, man. It's just about staying in position. So we have to go into, every brother not gonna be into geopolitics. Every brother not gonna be into it real deep and all that. You know, but you do need to know what's going on. You know, you do need to have yourself in position if you want to sit in a chair. Let's put it like that. because the music ain't gonna go forever. Remember that. You got to talk about.
So this came out today because of that. Yeah, today the 26th. No, today 27th. So this came out yesterday. It says North Korea fires at least one ballistic missile. Japan says. It says North Korea launched a ballistic missile off the east coast of the Korean Peninsula on Sunday. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said. And then further down into the article, it says North Korea has ramped up its missile testing in 2022, announcing plans to bolster its defenses against the United States and evaluate restarting all temporarily suspended activities, according to the state media. So, yeah, you can read more details in the article, but yeah, that's just that.
Yeah, so everything is just moving forward. It's bringing us to the end. You know what I'm saying? All these nations, man, they just being called together to turn on one another and ultimately repay each other, repay themselves for what they did. Esau got to nuke himself for what he did. You know, that's it. That's it, though. You know. All right, so let's get Isaiah 13 and 7. We'll go ahead and close up. And I was going to get that other scripture proving the Assyrians, Assyria is America, but, you know, basically past the point. You got
it. Isaiah 13, verse 7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
Right. So this is going into what it's headed in my Bible, Babylon Stretch. You know, these jump to 5 real quick, Bible shot. You can actually start at 4. And then we're going to the point is 17. So we're gonna read 4 through 8. Shit, we're really gonna read through 9, and then we'll jump to 17. You got it.
All right, so start at 4.
Con.
Isaiah 13 and 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemel Shai, mustered the host of the battle.
Yeah, meaning what? He brought all these people together. He's setting up World War III. You know? Go ahead.
They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
They think these niggas think they think these actually they weapons though. These lower weapons. If a brother can get Isaiah real quick, 54 and 17. These not child weapons, man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
Jump up. Verse 16.
Yeah, verse 16 it says, Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. Yep. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's it. So we can jump back. He made these niggas make these nukes. It's for him. He created the evil, the wicked evil for the dead evil. Proverbs 16 chapter. Go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is at hand.
Mm-hmm.
It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Yeah, which is what the ultimately that's what the angels are holding on the 4 corners of the earth. You know, those winds represents destruction, but it's ultimately what gonna be the fucking nukes. When they let them shits go, the nukes on the way. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Yep. Go ahead.
and they shall be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them.
Mm-hmm.
They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth.
Mm-hmm.
They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
Yep. And notice say melt. So that's what that destruction ultimately is going into. Those winds they holding, the ultimate the destruction is going into the fucking nukes. Period. You know? Because shit already being destroyed now. Yeah, winds just represent outright destruction now, but what are they really holding? You know what I'm saying? And then why they need 4 of them? You know? Why they need 4 of them? Because you gotta remember you got the 7 vials. You know what I'm saying? Which is dealing with them different plagues. And then you got the 4 winds they hold it. That's why the scriptures say when you go on to read it, hurt not the earth. But when you go on to read, watch, it's gonna say it. It's gonna say it in verse 13. You finished 9 already?
No.
Go ahead. I'll tell you from the top and then jump to 13.
Isaiah 13:9. Behold, the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Okay, let's jump to 13.
Verse 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens.
See that? Because that's why they hold them winds at. But go ahead.
And the earth shall remove out of her place.
See, when they let them go, that's ultimately what's going to happen. Go ahead.
In the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
Yep. Okay. Now you could jump to shit. You really can read on. Go ahead.
And it shall be as the chase row, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one to his own land.
Yeah, because this land is cursed. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is doomed. You know. So that's what is it going into? What is that destruction also be talking about, man? It's talking about nukes. That's what it's talking about, man. This ain't talking about niggas riding and stealing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit destruction, but why? Okay, well, why the four angels still holding the winds then? You know what I'm saying? Okay, jump to verse 15. And then we're gonna get 17.
Isaiah 13:15.
Uh-huh.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Uh-huh.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Meaning what? You're gonna get hit by a nuke if you in America, assimilated in America. You know, that's why the Lord said a sword is upon, in Jeremiah 51st chapter, a sword is upon all the mingled people in the midst thereof. You know, the Lord want to nuke your cars, he want to nuke your homes, he want to nuke your ugly ass children, your fucking dogs. That's how he get down. You know, now the point is in 17, you got it.
Verse 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
That's why the Lord said, come out of her, my people. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, that's when he tell us, come up hither. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 2 instances when he tells us that. To come out of her is really, was that Revelation, the 18th chapter. That instance is when he's telling us to literally come out. He's going to beam us up. And then the other instance is when he said the other times. That means spiritually, you know? But, you know, really in Revelation 18, it's talking about both, spiritually and physically, because that's what it's going to say. But that's really when he beamed us up. All right, verse 17, brother Papa Shah.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Yeah, so that's that. That's it. We done right here. Now, that's what we was talking about earlier. Okay. I forget what scripture it was we was reading, but then when it said Babylon, I forgot what we was reading when we was talking about it, Mahar. But how was Babylon? What happened to Babylon? They was taken by the Medes, the Persians, and when it's the Persians and the Medes. Now, what people are the Persians and the Medes? It's a lot. What people are the Persians and the Medes? The people that's the Persians and the Medes is the Elamites. We're just going into it. All right, the Elamites. They're the Persians. They're the Medes. They damn near like the Arabs, which just simply mean mixed, because the Persians and the Medes or the Elamites, they're a mix of people. They Turkish. They fucking, and you need to understand this to understand what the Lord's saying right here. They Turkish. They damn for those that seen the video, they Turkish, they Persians, they the Medes, the Medians, and so forth. There's tons of nations. You know, I got the paperwork. Matter of fact, I got it. Just for edification purposes. Yeah. So the Iranian people is another name for the Medes, who are the Elamites. It says the ancient Iranian peoples who emerged after the first millennium BCE include the Alans, and we're going to jump to the point, Medes, the Parthians, the Persians, the Sargatians. I'm going to just mention ones that the brothers know exist now. But Medes, Parthians, Persians, the Scythians, and it also says when you jump down, watch this. It says, yeah, it's heavy. It says, in the first millennium CE, the area of settlement, which was mainly concentrated in steppes and deserts of Eurasia, was reduced as a result of Slavic, Germanic, Turkic, Mongol expansions, and many were subjected to Slavification and Turkification. See that? And it says modern Iranian people include to all type of people, the Kurds, you know what I'm saying, Persians. Some I just mentioned ones I know brothers know. Yeah, and then that's heavy. It says the current distribution spreads across the Iranian plateau, and it's like it's stretching from the Caucasus Mountain, it's like the Caucasus in the north to the Persian Gulf in the south, and from eastern Turkey. See that? So now you're starting to understand why Turkey is written to be Gomer, because they're involved with the Medes. You see? But Turkey, they own people. Turkey not necessarily Persians. Like you got Persians, and then you got, see, but it's just a mix. So that's what the Lord is saying right here. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. That's what? That's talking about Russia and all these people. Is the screen showing?
La.
Okay, it's lock it. And then we'll close here. This talking about Russia. For instance, this is here's a list of Russian allies during the Ukraine invasion and the reasons why. So you got Belarus, China, and Iran. See that? Which are the Medes. The Irans are outright the Medes. But that would consist of Russia too, because really the Medes is just being used to represent a mix of people that's about to come against Babylon. And what did the Medes do? And according to history, the thing that has been is that what shall be, right? They took Babylon. So that's why the Lord framed America as spiritual Babylon, because he's going to take them out the same fucking way. He's going to take them out. Babylon fell. Spiritual Egypt. Everything he did to these same, all the people that he fucking labeled them after, that's what he's going to do to them. And that's how he's going to get them to get this ultimate judgment. So he said, you this people, you this people, you this people, you this people. It's crazy, you know? And when you go into the reason why the Chaldees was Babylonians. You know, let me make sure I ain't mistaken. There was the Babylonians. So that's why when you read the scriptures about the Chaldees, and we say it's talking about Esau, it's because Esau, Babylon. So the Lord called them the Chaldees, you know? Yeah, Mesopotamia. Yep, that's it. You know? So they're the fucking Babylons. The Babylonians. What happened to the Babylonians? They was taken down by the Medes, a mix of people out of there, lost their power. So these are the Medes right here. See that? So Russia, Belarus, China, Iran, I'll write the Medes right there, remain among the countries in support of Russia invasion of Ukraine. So America about to be taken out, man. Iran, and you know what's so fucking heavy? Look what Iran, look what America been doing to Iran. They killed Soleimani. You know what I'm saying? They've been fucking them up, man. You can't make this up. Goddamn Elon. So yeah, that's basically it. Look, they're gonna lock it. See that? That shit crazy. Don't worry, we got another one. So we in here. Who are Russia's allies in the Ukraine conflict, and what is their stance? And what is their stance? Look at Jake, dumbass. He ain't gonna have no chair when the music stops. He gonna be on the floor crying. You know what I'm saying? He pushed me. Let's see. Jake gonna lose the girls. You niggas it's gonna be women that make it over you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose your, you know, your spot on the ship. You know, female gonna take your spot. Let me see. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, you got China. You know what I'm saying? You got Belarus, other countries like Armenia, Kazakhstan. See, Azerbaijan have remained quiet in light of the country's attacks. So Russia already got the people on deck, man. You know what I'm saying? They all there. You get one more. Okay. Oh, this is a powerful one too. All right. That went down when I was like, was that like 2018? Okay, this is where do Russia's allies stand as Western powers slam Moscow? India, that's one. Which is who? That's Elon. You know? Look at that shit. China. You're gonna read these. Israel made a tepid condemnation of Putin's move in a short statement. Israeli Foreign Minister Yair Lapid condemned Russia's move as a serious violation of the international order, but also stressed Israel's deep, long-lasting, and good relations with Russia and Ukraine. There are hundreds of thousands of Jews in both countries. Maintaining their security and safety is at the top of our consideration. So America, fuck, man. You know, because you don't have Israel on. Real quick, Salaki. Yep, they not NATO. Just to fact check it, just to make sure they're not NATO. They're a partner to NATO. Yep. Israel, in many ways, is far removed from the North Atlantic Israeli, which is what NATO stands for, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. But it ain't goddamn way. So yeah, they can be put on there. America's so fucked. And here you go, Turkey. There go Turkey. That's Gomer. All right. Central Asian neighbors, which we read these already. Pakistan. Man, this shit finna go down, man. And then this is the one. I don't know, brothers don't remember this. You probably don't remember this. This, you might remember this. You brothers might. I don't know. Depends on what you was doing. You might remember this though, Mark. in like 2018. Remember when it might have been before that though, but remember when Venezuela dropped the US dollar?
Oh yeah. Yep.
They own it's facts. This is facts. And that was the number one. I did a lesson on it. That was the number one. That was the number one indicator that America was finished. When that shit happened, they dropped the dollar. They don't even use the fucking
The dollar. They was like basically the first country to switch to crypto.
Venezuela. You know? So yeah, that's basically, you can look it up. So yeah, these the Medes. So you can read it one more time, talking about we close out. Oh, and we'll get this. Turkey. Because Turkey, they're not really, they like on the fence with that NATO shit. Look, Turkey, a sometimes wavering NATO ally. See, you can't make this shit up, man. And because that's how I have it marked on my paper. You brothers need to put a dash on your paper against next to Turkey name. You know what I'm saying? Like X out the ones that ain't NATO. Like put an X next to their name, and then put a dash next to the ones that's on the fence. Turkey on the fence, which they gonna outright leave because they're going. You know, so that shit heavy, man. But you could go on. You can go ahead on that, brother. Yeah, Khan. All praise. How about Shemel Shah, brother? Khan. You know, whoever you may be, you got it, brother.
All right. Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Yep. So yeah, that's it, man. They basically ain't nothing that you can offer these people to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Period. America can't blackmail you. They can't offer them no resource. They gonna hate you. So that's it. Brothers got something?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. So with that,
Wow.
Lord willing, being edified, we'll say call along live.
Yeah, how
All the listeners, Shalom. Amen. It's all in our favor. Shalom.